Monday.com is a team management.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Superfriends. What is it? Maybe 23. Want to shout up everybody in the chat. I see a bunch of the day ones in there. Bagley 232, King Solomon, Ice Turner. I like the name change. Keep that. Tatsu Crusades.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah, when you guys come in, make sure that you like and comment and say where you from when y'all come in. Anybody in the chat who's with the movement, man, if you need a beam up, go ahead and just let it be known. And me and Red Pill are just gonna chop the game. Earlier I was on the stream with O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to him. The topic was do you confront women who flake? My personal answer is a little bit different depending on the level of in the interaction you have with the woman. You know what I mean? Like if it's your wife, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to, or just anybody that you care about. But I think a lot of guys just kind of lump all women together in one ball, man. When in reality, you have to have levels, just like there's levels of game, levels of friends. You need to have levels of your rotation, and even if you don't have a rotation, you need to have levels of where women stand in your height, and with those levels come expectations, man. So, Red Pill, man, check in and tell me how you feel about it.
Hey, yo. First of all, I'm gonna say what up to the chat. What up to everybody listening on the playback. Appreciate everybody listening, man. Yeah. So the topic is women flaking. How should you react to women flaking? Well, first of all, let me start off by saying the first time that I heard that term, I did not understand what it meant because something like that never occurred to me. Even with the term ghosting, I never understood. I didn't. Well, now I do, but when I first heard the term, I never understood those things. So I'll start off by saying that I am not necessarily speaking for personal experience when it comes to flaking. So I'm just gonna speak on if it were to happen, how I believe I would react or how I would handle the situation. Well, just like you said, you brought up a great point. Everything isn't one hat fits all type of deal. You know what I mean? It all depends on who the chick is. You know what I'm saying? How much she's invested in the situation. But but also like what you said earlier in the other chat was in the other show was it all depends on your action. She'll know how to respond based on your action. Like some of these chicks be doing that to see basically how you're gonna react. Are you gonna react like the last 900, you know what I'm saying, the 99 dudes that she dealt with who, called her back asking, upset, why didn't you call me? Or, having an attitude next time she called, like she's basically coming to see your reaction. Now when it comes to flaking, now to me, like again, it depends on who it is, but I look at that as an offense in the fact that, I believe that your time more than your money is the most valuable thing that you can give somebody because you can always get money back. So if somebody's flaking on me, and my definition of flaking is, I'm actually at the where we're supposed to be, and she doesn't show up, no phone call, no nothing. That's flaking to me because if a chick calls me beforehand and lets me know like, y'all, I'm about to be late or I can't make it tonight, I mean, whatever, things happen. But I really wouldn't stress it. But if a chick don't no call, no show, the only thing I could probably see myself doing is probably texting her saying, hope everything is all good. Because I'm the type of person that wouldn't believe that she's flaking on me and would more likely, and I'm more likely to believe that maybe something occurred, like an emergency happened. That's the reason why she's here, isn't here, and that's the reason why she ain't called. That's what I would think, and that's how I would handle it, man. And to end it off, when I would finally get in contact with her again, let's say she called back, because I can't see myself calling her after the yeah, I hope everything's all good. If she doesn't hit me up after that, it's a no call, no show. But if she does hit me up after that, my response would be basically, and it wasn't no emergency, no real reason why she wasn't there. First question I would ask her is, okay, how you making it up to me? Like it ain't no, okay, well let's ring check. Okay, we're gonna redo. No, let's make it clear to her how are you gonna make this up to me because you obviously wasted my time before. Now you have to make it up to me, basically get back into my good graces in order for this, to move forward. But that's how I think I would handle a chick flaking on me.
Give them some examples of ways that they can that they can tell cats to make it up, if that makes sense. Like okay, so yeah.
Well, the first one that I like is, well, how you gonna make it up? What you gonna cook for me? Now, when I say what you gonna cook for me, that means I'm either going to her spot for her to cook, or she's coming to my spot for her to cook. But you already know when a chick is cooking, you already know how that get down. Touchy feely, this, that, and the third. So that's an easy go right there. Because understand, especially if it's like a first or second date, that's perfect for me because like I said, it never happened. But if that would have happened like first or second date, that'd be perfect for me because I look at it like instead of us even going out now to the park, whatever the case may be, first date's gonna be either at her crib or my crib, but she got to make that up. So definitely having her cook for me. Plus that's a service that she's doing for you. You know what I mean? And I don't mean she's cooking for you, but you're buying the food. I mean she's buying the food. She's have basically your hands are in your pocket, man. You don't have to do nothing but pick your hands out to eat, man. And if she really knows how to make it up to you, she'll actually feed you, man, depending on what you like.
So you mean to tell me you never been faked on? Ever?
Nah, man. Now understand, flaking is you go on a date, you go to where you're supposed to be at, and the chick doesn't call you, doesn't show up for nothing. That's what I think flaking is.
Okay. So you ain't never had
that's what flaking is, right?
Okay, flaking is like, okay, you supposed to have dinner at 10 o'clock with a chick, and then you
Okay.
the MIA.
Oh nah, hell no. That's never happened.
Yeah.
That's never happened. But okay, that's another topic then. I don't know. I was saying that, certain things happen to certain people because when I say that, I mean, like my man the other day, well, a couple months ago, he came to me, he was telling me a story about how, long story short, a chick tried to, snuff him. And I was looking at him crazy, like, why would a chick even think that she could even do that to you? But he was looking at me like, yo, that's regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, chicks do that all the time. And I was like, yo, fam, a chick has never raised her hand to me, fam. Like, I'm not saying a chick never got upset with me or anything like that or raised her voice, cursed at me, whatever. But a chick put her hands on me above my shoulders? Never. So his mindset is that stuff is normal. My mindset is that's never happened to me. A chick is not going to even think that she could even do that. So I say that to say, I guess, the way I roll, I've never had a chick just. Let me take that back. If a chick has ever flaked on me, it has been in foreign land. That's when I've been flaked on. When we're supposed to be somewhere, she's supposed to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, she's like, oh, I can't find a babysitter, and this, that, and the third. Boom, I say that. But in America, nah, fam.
That's what up. That's what's up. Let me look at these comments in the chat real quick. You guys can talk about your flaking experiences too. And some of you guys, man, you guys could beam up, man. I already told you. Let me see what they saying.
I mean, if a chick's flake on you the way we describe, man, isn't that a sign of disrespect, man? Am I bugging? Like that's why, I be thinking I be taking shit to the extreme. But if a chick with a flake on me, I'll be, of course, depending on the reasons, no emergencies or nothing like that. But a chick just not show up, not call, no nothing. I mean, to me, that's a sign of disrespect. I mean, do you disagree or agree?
I definitely feel like it's a form of disrespect. To me personally, the biggest form of disrespect from a woman is when a woman breaks up with you, man. No.
Now, but hold on, that's a good day though, right?
Huh?
Because I said, I mean, it's not my saying. I think Iceberg Slim said it. But he said the day a chick leaves him, it's a joy. I'm paraphrasing, but he's saying it's a joyous day because it leaves space for a chick that really recognizes him for who he is. Take that slot. You know what I'm saying? So if a chick takes the time to get to know you and she still quote unquote fires you, then shit, that's her loss, man.
Right. Professor MGTOW, check in. What you thinking? And tell us how you feel about the panel this morning too. Well, this early.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Am I sounding too loud on these headphones? I need to come off of them, just talk on the phone?
Yeah, just talk on the phone.
All right, let me get a minute.
Hey, yo, so, hey, Alpha, you had a flaking experience where you was actually at the spot and Shorty ain't show up?
Hold on, let me think about that. I know I have in my. I could tell you about a funny story when it wasn't necessarily a flake, but it was some fuckery, and I was pissed off about this shit too, man. I was pissed because I had met this Spanish chick at this bar a long time ago. So where we chopped it up, well, it was actually not a bar, but it was a lounge. So we were outside, like in the smoking area and shit, and we literally talked for 30, 40 minutes. So I'm like, okay, cool. You feel me? We got a whole thing going on. And so then we had hooked up and we said that we were going to meet up for drinks. And so when I went to meet up for drinks, this fucking chick had a fucking girl with her. I'm like, no, she didn't. I'm like,
girl? What do you mean? What do you mean by girl? Like a girlfriend, or you mean like a little girl?
Like a friend.
Okay.
So she invited one of her friends on some chaperone shit. I was man.
Not on some threesome shit, but on some chaperone shit.
Yeah. It was on some chaperone shit. I was hell of offended, bro. And so what ended up happening, I'm looking at her like, what the fuck type of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's just like, oh, my friend came from out of town, and and I'm just showing her around. I'm like, okay. So I just said, what y'all drinking? So she told me. So I got them. I don't know, whatever it was, like 2 Long Islands or some shit. And I went to the bathroom and left them house.
There you go. I was about to say, yo, Alpha, you too nice to them, man. You talking about you buying them drinks, fam?
I just had to,
there you go.
yeah, I had to buy him a drink, just some finesse game, just to let him know.
Right.
Still ain't nothing. See, sometimes,
Right. I get that,
sometimes it's
man.
about your pride and your integrity more or less of let me be a cheap ass and stay flaking.
Right. No, I get it 100%. I get it 100%.
Like y'all can have that. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all some drinks for y'all to talk so longer by your fucking self. You know?
It ain't about the bread, man. It ain't always about the bread, man.
No, it's definitely not always about the bread. But we all have little fuckeries and shit. Like for the most part, the flaking just be like on some cat and off shit. Like I won't put myself in the position to be meeting bitches out and I'm just sitting there waiting. Like I call the days late, so they be there first for the most part.
Word. Facts, man.
Because I like to make appearances, I like to make appearances.
I can understand that. I can appreciate that.
It's counterintuitive because some people say, "Oh, you need to be there early so you can like check shit out first." I don't believe in that. I like to sit there waiting, and then they get a little pissed off and eerie, and then I just show up and say the day like Superman.
And, when we talk about flaking, we should talk about from maybe from the way some of our listeners might be looking at it. Like they may look at it like, "Oh, he flaked on me. What should I do to get her? Back in my good graces. I mean, not in back in my good graces. How can I get back in her good graces? What they thinking? Did I do something wrong? You know what I mean? Like, we should be talking about how they should not have that mindset. Because look at it like this, man. Again, I always go back to this.
Hey, real quick, rap here. Let me just say one thing. All About a Dollar, I see you. Toxic Crusades, Isaac, I see you. Clayton, I see you. Right is Right, Randy Reed, I see you. Early Bird, I see you. Millie Damus is in the chat, I see you. So I'm telling this for Millie. So what's up, Millie? Now, if you want to elaborate, we can do this too. This is just an alternative. Now I don't know. You might be in the shower, in the car with your baby daddy. You might be standing on your head doing yoga, whatever. But if you send me your email on Instagram, I'll have you on. And basically, what I would want you to do, Millie, is explain to me why you flake on guys. I think that'd be dope. Ash, can't cue it. Ash, she's super chatting. Thank you, baby. It's explain to me why. So if you want to do that, you can give them, or you could just give them. Okay, Millie. So look, give them 3 reasons in the chat, or you can just beam up and then DM me the email, Instagram, so they won't see it, and then you could just come up and you can tell them maybe like 3 reasons why. So I'll leave that up on you. But thanks for that super chat, though.
Hey, yo, but man, what was I saying? Yeah, dudes trying to figure out how they could get back good with a shorty that's flaking on them. Like this is what I was gonna say. The scenario I usually bring up, man. If you have a roster of 5, 7, 10 chicks on your joint, are you really concerned or thinking about one chick flaking on you? All right, forget the 5, 7, 10 chicks on your roster. If you're building an empire that if you're building an empire that that's gonna be bigger than Amazon, Facebook, and all these other companies, man, and a chick flick on you while you're on your purpose doing that, you really gonna spend time thinking about that? So you dudes out there that's worried about that chick that's flaking on you, you over here thinking about her, like, what did I do wrong and what can I do better to get her back, and I'm gonna buy her this next time I see her and give her that and say these sweet things. That right there should give you an indication that you're not on your purpose and or you don't have enough chicks on your roster, man.
What's a good number of chicks on the roster, you think?
Depending on your age. Me personally, I think, what I'm saying, in your early 20s, I say in your 20s, I say 4 to 5 is good, man. At least 4 to 5. I say when you get a little older, what I'm saying, in your 30s, I say at least 3, man. When you get a little older, you never get less than 2, man, because if you have just 1, then you lost. If you have 1, you have none.
I agree with that. I think 3 to 5 is consistent.
Yeah,
till you
yeah. If
die.
you're younger, you got more energy. You know what I'm saying? You got the. I mean, I'm speaking for. I guess I'm speaking personally. When I was younger, I had more energy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know as much as I did, so ignorance is bliss. But as I've gotten older, my patience has gotten a little shorter, and you know, I've given myself, you know, bigger goals in my life, man. So that leaves little room for, you know, a whole bunch of chicks in my life, man. Besides the ones I already have in my family. I mean, so right now, three is a good number for me. And when I say three, I should say, you know, depending on where you're at, because you could have 3 domestic and 3 foreign. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have 3 domestic, 3 in this country, 3 in that country, 3 in, you know what I'm saying? So, but I say three in the roster, man.
Read
That's
what you
true
say.
right there. And in different, me personally, like when I was young, I used to like to have like 3 to 5, but different type of nationalities and type of women too. So I would have to keep a white girl, an older white girl, a younger white, a cougar white girl, keep a Latina, keep a black girl professional, a black girl hood rat. You know, I just like to have the mix because you might see certain shit. If I go to a club down in Little Havana and see some sexy ass Spanish girls, I might not wanna fuck no girl out there. I wanna fuck my girl because if the girl is part of my roster, she's gonna be part of my dark side desire. So she has a better opportunity of fulfilling me sexually than any woman I'm gonna meet anyway. Especially if she's on a raw package too. You know what I'm saying? Cause me personally, I'd rather fuck if I got a main bitch and I can fuck her raw. I'd rather fuck her than go out and meet some bitch at the club and put on a condom and shit. I'm like, man, at least I can bust in my little cougar bitch and ain't gotta worry about the other shit. You know what I'm saying? So the roster gotta be fine tuned for what you need. In multiple flavors too, man.
Hey, yo, Professor, you make a great point, man. Cause I was just when I'm thinking like 3 in a different country, I'm already thinking like in one town I got my professional chick, and another town, you know, I got my hood chick. You know what I'm saying? When I need to know, you know, what's going on in the streets. And the third chick, like you described, I'll take your term. You said your dark side desire, man. And I have my third chick, my dark side desire, in a whole different part of the country, man. And every time I go to the country, I'm flying at different parts of the country where the other 2 parts don't even know I'm there, man. It's like I got 3 different lives, man. But I'm a little different.
I feel you on that. That's how I want. You know, you seen that post I did about Floyd Mayweather, because he paid $1 million a year to one kid in child support, and I'm thinking, man, $1 million a year, I can have 4 families on all corners of the earth, like 4 wives and 5 kids with each wife, like just a king mindset. Like nigga could really have like 30 kids off $1 million a month, off $1 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's crazy. I think that's what $84,000 or some shit like that a month, damn near. So it's like, bro, you can have a lot of guys are getting trapped with one woman in America, man. You can, if that type of money, you can be outside having a wife in 10 different countries, man, and then you just fly between them. So every month you spend time with a different family and a different wife, and you just rotate.
That's
Exactly.
Hey, real quick. So shout out to Whiskey the Don. Daddy said he just peeking in. He at work. So we got my man Just Ice, aka Ice Turner, just checked in, and then let my man Ramil check in, fresh off the O'Shea lead off. I see you pimping. And over here, man, you got to get used to this. It's the boss game. It might blow your brain up. It might be like, when's the sipping coming around? When's the fuckery? It never is, bro.
That's what's up. I'm glad
Kick
to
boss
hear
it
that.
for hours. That's it. Globally.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I can't do that 24 hours a day, but thanks for having me. It's your boy Ramil Amir, and I'm just here to join the conversation, man. Thanks for having me.
Good. What do you think about the women flaking? Do you confront them when they flake, or do you just say fuck them? Like, what do you do?
When a woman flakes on me, I don't even hit her back. Matter of fact, when a woman flakes, what she does when she calls me back, I text it back like, "Who is this?"
That's a good one. It fucks them up too.
Yeah, cause I feel as though I'm a very valuable person, and I don't got time to be dealing with people who waste my time.
Do you confront them when they flake, or do you just say fuck them? Like, what do you do?
It's an echo.
Somebody, if one of y'all can just
I think it's Shorty. Shorty that just came on.
Millie, turn your mic off real quick, baby.
What she does when she calls me back, I text it back like, "Who is this?" That's a good one.
Hello?
Too. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel as though I'm
Hold on,
a very valuable person, and I don't got time.
Who's that talking?
Yeah.
That's the echo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'll turn it off.
All right, so let's do it to where, man, when somebody's talking, man, let's just turn our mics off. So let Millie introduce herself, and then at the same time give us 3 reasons why she flakes or women flakes. So you guys need to really put a fire sign, join the Patreon, or put a super chat because y'all getting games from a woman mouth. And then after that, we'll go on to Just Ice, aka Ice Turner. Go ahead, baby, introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. This is Millie. I'm in the house. I'm Haitian. So, what else you want to know about me?
Tell them
Like
about,
Boss said,
tell them about your experience with men. Tell them about your experience now with dating. What turns you on? What turns you off? And what are 3 key things that make you flake on guys?
Um, okay. Yesterday, I went on a date with this guy, and when he just not like dressing nice to me. He was dressing like whatever, like the whole. I'm like, ew, he's not my type. He is not my type. I don't like how you dress. I don't like the pants. I don't like the white T-shirt that he wore, and he was not.
oh, hey Millie,
He was not.
hey Millie, not to
Yeah.
cut you off. Can you tell me how old you are and where you from?
I'm 26, and I'm from Haiti. I live in
Oh,
Jersey.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But he was such a nice guy, and he was very respectful.
The nice guy gets
He-
you flake though. Is that what you saying?
yeah, he was very respectful at the same time. But I just did not like his style. You know, I don't like his style. I'm more like when a man dress like proper, like you're coming on a date. I look good. You have to look good.
Well, what
You're
did you
not
have on
coming.
today?
I met him in Manhattan. That's when we met.
No, I said, what did you have on?
Oh, I had a nice pants, black. I wore all black, and I was looking very hot.
Yeah, that's what's up. You
Yeah.
know you got to get clearance though. You the first lady. You got to get clearance from me about these dates. I can tell you about how they gonna go first. See, that's why it messed up because you didn't tell me about it first. That's why.
But the thing is, after it was over and he went for the kiss, and I didn't want to kiss him. I just gave him the cheek. No, because he was saying some stuff like, "Oh, you're gonna get pregnant soon." I'm like, "By who?" "Oh, by me." I'm like, "Oh, this nigga always talking about he's gonna get me pregnant." I'm like, "Who? No,
You
not
see,
my type."
you see how being all thirsty a mode 1 gets you fired. Quit doing that shit. Shout out to ARC. That shit don't
Oh,
work.
damn, he about to make another video on you, man. Damn.
It's all good. You can
All
make
right,
it too.
that's a psychopath. Like you already think about getting me pregnant. Oh, you're psych. You try to trap me. I'm not ready to get trapped by no man. Okay, but in my head, I'm like, oh my god, when this is gonna be over? Because this is not for me. This is not my guy, and I have to go. Like
So let's reverse it. Give guys the top 3 things that you look for in a man.
what I want in a man.
What you look for in a man? What makes you bite your
Oh,
lip
what
and take a deep breath and all of that? Yeah.
I like a man who keep it real, who keep it honest with me. But obviously, it's not is rare to find nowadays.
Wait a minute.
Like
People are taught to lie to women. So you mean to tell me guys don't gotta lie?
no, I met some men. They kind of like liars. They will say they don't have a girlfriend, but this one I met, and he said he has a girlfriend, and I said, okay, you know what? You cannot make this pussy wet because I don't fuck no man.
Wait, what about the pussy
Hello?
wet? What happened? You said,
You cannot make this pussy wet because I don't fuck no man who has a girlfriend. I'm not a homeworker, so I fuck men who's single like me. You single, I'm single, so we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna have sex all night because I love single niggas. You know.
what about if you got a gang of bitches with no girlfriend?
I don't want to know about them bitches because I'm the number one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take a note for that real quick. Just Ice Turner, check in real quick.
D,
Tell me
D,
what's
D,
on your
peace and
mind, where you from,
blessings.
and then pass it to Lawrence.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Yeah, I feel like it's all a numbers game, man. And you know what I mean? As far as long as you got them coming in, you really not even going to notice the ones that's falling by the wayside. And I can actually give you one particular story of a chick that I was supposed to get up with and have some drinks. She flaked on me. So like bet a year later I ran into her. Got her for drinks. We had drinks at my crib. And I'm smashing. I was probably a classic dick suck. That had to been in like my top 5. But anyways,
Top
it's a number. Yeah, top 5. So that's why I never really sweat that whole thing. Is like if they fall by the wayside, it just means it's not right now. You'll run into it again.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Y'all motherfuckers make me sit in the chat just because I be telling y'all cats that y'all can be honest with women and tell me you got other women, and y'all think I'm just speaking some dumbass shit. And now you got a woman on here that tell you that being honest is key. So you heard it out of her mouth. How y'all feel now?
And what she said? She said she don't care as long as she feel like she's number one. You heard?
You know what that translates into my GFE girlfriend experience that I preach that
There
y'all
we go.
to. I keep telling y'all the tricks, man. Y'all don't even
There we
listen.
go.
Y'all don't.
I want to
Like
add to
like
that too.
I met this guy. Like, you know, I'm dating another guy. Like he
Oh, wait a
lives
minute.
in
Dating another guy, so that means you have a rotation. I keep telling y'all niggas all this
no,
shit.
no,
You don't
Hear
believe
that?
it.
You
no, no.
listening?
Yeah, I'm dating. You know, I'm dating different people, but two of them I don't have sex. I'm dating 3 right now, but I only have sex with one. But he's kind of like the
Thank you,
typical
guys.
guy I fall for. It, you know, like kind of bad and honest and in front. You know, tell me how it is. You know, so that's the one I had sex with because he didn't
You
have
said the bad one?
plot. Yeah, the one, you know, the one who's not lying. We keep it, you know, keep it real
The
with me.
bad
That's the
one.
one I had sex with.
Hey, I forgot you. Like you're Haitian, but where do you live again?
I live in Jersey.
Oh, in Jersey. Okay, I was just in Jersey, man. We could have had a glass of wine. I didn't even think about. You know what? I didn't know. The next time I go to Jersey, we're gonna have a glass of wine. We're gonna talk about the dating thing. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Make you smile 2 or 3 times. If you up for that, then you
No,
know.
I like, and that's the key. I like a guy who know how to make me smile. Like if you know how to make, because I dated a guy who was ugly as fuck, ugly, but he knows
Wait
how
a
to
minute.
make me laugh
Hold on.
hard.
Hey, you know what? She might be the host for the thing because she dropping too many truth bombs. I thought it was all about the looks, guys. Ain't that what y'all say?
Mm.
Keep telling y'all ain't about that. Y'all don't listen to me. Now they gonna listen
Yeah,
to you say it.
because it's a thing
I did
called
a
the
guy. He was ugly. Like my friend was saying, he's not your type, Millie. How the fuck you hanging out with him? Like I'm like, you don't know like how he makes me laugh. It just my
How he
pussy
make
was
you
wet
feel? Like
already.
how he make you feel
How
Yeah,
you
he
make you
makes me laugh.
feel?
He
Exactly.
makes me feel good. He makes me feel good. Like when I'm
Exactly.
around him, I feel happy. I feel like I just want to be around him because the
Mm.
energy, everything was
Mm.
just the same. And I'm like, oh, that's where I want to be. I belong. I belong to him.
Mm.
they asked, does he have status in the chat? So does it mean he got a big job or what? Don't know.
Yes, he had a good job. But it wasn't really about the job, about money he was making. It was more like about how he makes me feel. You know.
Mm. Okay, on that note, I want my man Lawrence to check in, and then Lawrence, after you check in, then pass it back to Ramil for me, bro. Big bro.
Salute to the panel.
Tell me what you think
Yes.
about her. Too. I'm kind of digging her little thing, which you already know. See, you don't even know what's going. Well, you know, it's something else. What you think about
I
Ramil?
don't.
Probably some good game.
Yeah, she's dropping some excellent game right now because she is revealing the side that we've been talking about for months that we say women talk about art. they are. But to hear it from a woman's mouth, unscripted, they need to pay attention. So if they pay attention to where she's saying, they'll realize that the game that we've been saying on each one of our channels are on point. We do not give fluff here. We give information to get you to the next destination.
Hey, Lord, did you get that? Did you get my text about that beat too? Because I think that should be the beat for the little podcast, man. That's real.
I gotta find. We gotta definitely. I gotta look and see what beat you want. Then I'll give it to you and extend it.
Yeah, it's the one that you did about the book.
Okay, I'll get
that one.
Okay, I'll get that one. I'll extend it. But definitely, this is a good show. So you guys are talking about women that flake on you.
Yeah, you know about the panel earlier. Like, how do you confront women after they flake you, or what do you do?
What I personally do, women who flake on me, I confront them if they want to go to the next talk level, or I tell them this is acceptable for me. I don't tolerate that. Now, have I did that in the past? I'm very transparent. I have allowed things to slide under the rug, but it ended up biting me in the butt later on because she thought this is the way it needed to go with me.
Exactly.
So once I nipped it in the butt and say, hey, I need you to be on time. I need you to have on those heels. I need you to be at that bar at this time if we were meeting at a bar at a restaurant. So that's what I did with one young lady. And the reason why I do that, it does not matter where she's from the hood or in the CEO of a company. She always needs instructions and directions. So for her to flake from the person who's giving instructions and directions, there has to be some kind of form of discipline. I'm just. Hey,
you know what? I got a good little thing I want to do right now. This is some freestyle game. So Millie, you hear me?
Yes.
I want you to run down the line. So you see how it's the line? You see Ice, Lawrence, Professor, Ramil, Red Pill, and me. I want you to run down the line and tell the audience what's your first impression of each man. So then you guys can kind of you guys can figure out what women notice when they see me. You know, so what do you think? Look at all the pictures, and then you can just say me from talking to me or whoever you hear. I want to hear this. And you
want me to look at the photo? I see that you wear purple, the hat, and I see this one wear like a jeans jacket. He's looking away.
Yeah, but what like? Okay, so you see Just Ice. Does that look like a player to you? Like Just Ice, say some shit. Say when you introduce yourself, and then we'll see what she say.
Hello, love.
Okay.
Let's play again. Let's play again. We gonna cold approach you. So everybody, we gonna crack at it real quick and say our first little shit. So Just Ice, you started, and then after you introduce yourself, she will introduce yourself, and then tell me what y'all think. What you think after the person.
Okay, the first one. You want me to
well, Just Ice. Ice Turner. Now introduce yourself to her and you, and then we'll see from there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's your name?
Hi, it's Millie. What's your name? Okay,
Ice.
the one who says what's my name and Ice, he sound like you know, he's hood, a little hood and classy at the same time, but he can eat vagina good too. I can tell by his picture.
Just Ice, what's that? 1 through 10 accuracy?
I like his style. I like his style. His style. It's kind of look like very, you know, he knows how to put outfit very well. He knows. I like that.
Look, see, they know. Look, he know how to dress. She's already picking that up just from this picture.
Yeah.
What about bam, Red Pill, cold approach. Shout out to BOA. I gotta say it like him. Cold approach.
That's you right now? Okay.
Now this is me right here, Millie. You hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you. And what's your name?
Red Pill Chauvinist.
Oh, Red Pill.
Now, donde bien. Pone one bagay. Go pop G.
Sac passé. But you know, I love my Haitian man. You know, I know my Haitian men, they love at heart, but at the same time they don't want to show it. They don't want to show you like how they love you because they don't want to look like they weak. You know, they're very strong men, and I love that about Haitian men. You know, and they would tell you, they would let you know how they want you to be. You know, how they want you to dress, how they want you to look. You know, like I like that. I like a man who tell me, you know, not really like being bossy, but I like a man who tell me how to dress at the same time. You know, I'm like, oh baby, that's sexy. You want me to wear heels? I'm gonna wear heels. I like that. But you look like you gangster at the same time. Like in your eyes, your lips, kind of like player.
Oh,
Got a bunch of bitches.
yeah. See,
Badman.
Professor MGTOW, cold approach.
Well, I don't cold approach, but Millie, just listening.
But I don't see no picture on that profile.
Nah, but you can hear me though, so you can gather all you need to hear from that. But Millie,
Yeah,
what I'm hearing, what you say? From what I'm
I hear
hearing
your
from
voice. You sound very deep. I like your voice. You have deep voice. Like you're very knowledgeable, and I can tell you like a high quality women, and you very strong.
you gathered a high quality just from the voice. Explain
Yeah,
that a
I
little
got
bit
you.
further from the fella.
I like how you don't even have to say a word. I already feel the energy. I like your voice.
Energy, I tell you.
Damn.
Oh, boom, keep going.
All right, now what I wanted to ask you, from what I'm hearing, Millie, you know what I'm saying, you like men to take control. You like men to be dominant.
Hold
You
on
know,
real quick.
Yes.
Hey, we is
me and
talking
my
about
brother,
stuff, but we try and teach these cats multiple layers, fam, a game with a woman because they just think we just talk fly shit and we don't know what we talking about.
Of course, I like a man who take control, and that's turned me on. You know, like a man who's not gonna let me walk all over him. If I walk all over a man, I don't need you. Like I'm gonna fuck another nigga like stronger. Like you cannot let me walk all over. If I'm popping off, I'm talking a lot. Just tell me to shut the fuck up. You know, like I like that.
No
Y'all
problem.
listening?
No
Indeed.
problem.
Y'all listening?
now,
We're not listening. Y'all don't know.
Shit over here, man.
hold on, fellas.
Indeed.
Now, Millie,
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty on this topic, but what I'm more curious about, see, me and my brother Red Pill, we both Zoe, we both Haitian, you Haitian, so I
Mhm.
understand the upbringing and the family. But can you explain to us the dominant factor? Is that something you got from your father? Was your father like that
Yes.
with your mother?
Yes, the dominant factor, I got it from my father. My father was the man in the house. Like he will tell my mother what he wants to eat, and if he told my mother like I want to eat rice and chicken, and my mother gonna make rice and chicken for today. And is it gonna be like it's gonna be like that? It's not about the kids, it's about like my father. But doesn't mean my mother was never loved me. But it was like it was good to see that how my dad, he's such a man, and now growing up, I'm like I need that quality in a man, being strong, and that strong might take control, like make me feel protected, you know.
Okay, this gonna be a good one. Ramil, cold approach.
Like Professor said, I don't really do cold approach, but I would say something like, "What's going on? Here's my card. Give me a call when you get time." Simple.
Okay. He's just like straight up. that I like that. I like that. That will that,
Want it though. He didn't mold want it though. He was just kind of chill with it. See, just when
I
y'all
yeah,
do
he
more one.
was
y'all want to
just like
mold want it,
straight
y'all
up.
know
Here's my card.
You get locked up doing that mode one shit, though. That mode one,
facts. That's what we say.
Okay.
I don't even know how that shit.
Facts.
How that shit got even that far? How they even get that far? Cause that mode one
Exactly.
get a nigga locked up.
Facts.
Been saying that shit, man.
What would get him locked up? Why?
You walk up walk up to a female talking about something, yeah, I want to eat you out right now. Nah, I mean, nah, you
No,
can't.
no, no. You. Let me tell you. You have before you tell a female I want to eat. You have to make sure like if she want it, if she give you that energy that she's interested, like there's like you cannot, because some female will act like they want something, and after when you let them know and they be like, oh, they start like going crazy, which is kind of like fake to me, because like what you want, like don't be fake. But at the same time, like you have to be respectful with it, because me, like this guy that I had sex with, he did not came at me and said, "Oh, I want to eat your pussy." But the way we were talking, we had conversation, and and conversation from conversation, topic from topic to another topic, and then next time, I'm like, "Oh, I want to meet you," and he said, "I want to meet you too."
This is
And
your
we,
challenge.
we got it popping.
I got a challenge for you, Millie, because I want my man
Huh?
Lawrence D. Adams to. He might get your pussy wet. He's about to code it up. Go for it, Lawrence.
No, for a guy to know how to get my pussy wet, he has to be himself and be confident and be honest, and don't be rude.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait, real quick. You said
I
Cameron Photoshop. That's my favorite rapper, bro, and I'm fly like him. I'm paying homage, bro. It's not like a fucking thing, bro. Just to let you know. Just as I seen what you said earlier, so I'm just correcting you. Lawrence D. Adams.
This is Lawrence D. Adams. So, Millie, I noticed in your picture there's an interesting thing about you. I noticed that there is a necklace. And what's on that charm right there?
it's good energy. It's like eye and a hand. That's like my card for my energy, protecting me from bad. But I don't really. I wear this chain. It's a souvenir. From my aunt.
So, with that energy to protect you, what do you think you need protection from?
Um, I need protection from especially like when I'm like leaving my place and going outside, and I work with a lot of people, because there's a lot of different type of energy that you don't know them people, you don't know who they with, you don't know who whatever they involved with, and sometimes you don't even have problem with nobody, and that person just looking at you wrong and act like you have a problem with them, and that energy is protecting me and let me feel like calm inside, and always think before I speak or before I throw tantrum. I always calm my mind and to find any answer, how to approach, how to answer to everything and anything a person said to me.
So you would say that you need protection. So how would that feel if you were be protected from somebody from the inside out?
Oh, that would be a different kind of protection. If that person is it's physical in front of me, okay. But if I'm outside and I'm in some place like some I never went before, so I need that protection. Like, I need that invisible protection around me,
So
like
what is
my
that?
guardian.
So Millie, as I'm looking at your picture, and I'm going to stop maybe after this, if you can
Yeah.
handle it, if you can handle this. When I look into your picture, I see something deep in your eyes, but it's a little dark. What's this dark side about you?
Um. All right. The dark side about me, it's what I've been through, what I experienced in the past, and feel what makes me feel like I'm still grounded. I'm still like that girl who came from Haiti and keep me grounded.
So what was the situation with the knife?
The situation with the knife.
Hmm.
I don't know, but the situation with the knife. If I have to remember, I had a situation with a knife before, but it was like when I was 18 years old. I was in a relationship, not really in a relationship.
Yeah.
I was with this guy, and what happened is, I wasn't supposed to be there. You know, like I was that girl who was just looking for protection. I was very naive. And when I met him, he offered me a place to stay. But I did told him, listen, if you're gonna help me, you help me. But if it's about sex, you're gonna offer me a place to stay, and it's not going to happen. I would rather live in the street. And he was like, no, 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 no. I'm 40 years old. I could be a father, and I want to take you in. So, and I said, okay, thank you. And he did, and me being naive, I trusted him. And next time, and after like a few months, and he wanted to have, he said, if I don't want you to be here, either you have sex with me or you leave. And he said, okay, never mind. Since you don't want to have sex with me, guess what? I drugged you 2 nights ago, and I had sex with you.
Oh,
And that shit just like, I had that. I just blacked out. I blacked out, and I fought him. I fought him, and he followed me in the kitchen. And when he followed me in the kitchen, he jumped me and beat me well beat. And when I got up, I just picked a knife, and I stabbed him on his arm. And I remember when that happened, I just went black. I just went blacked out, and he called the cops on me, and I got arrested. He got arrested. We both got arrested, and I explained what happened. Like, I got raped. He said he drugged me with his own mouth, and he said, "Don't press charge, because I'm not gonna press charge about you stab me on my arm." And I said, "Okay." And both of us charge were dropped because we both made a decision not to press charge on each other, and that's how the case went.
uh,
So that if that's what you saw, yes.
So that's what.
you know what, Millie? I really wanna thank you for your brutal honesty, because I know sometimes it can be hard for women just to keep it real, especially around a group of men that's standing right here and a group of men under you, man. So
Yeah,
salute to you. And then tell me
yeah.
what you feel about Lawrence D. Adams. What's your take on him now? And then Lawrence, tell me
Oh,
what you think of her. You already know what I'm talking about, Lawrence. Tell me what you think. So go
oh,
ahead.
the guy who asked me about the knife.
Yeah, the one you were just talking to.
Okay, what I think about him, I like a guy who wants to know me deeper, and I can tell that if I met him, if I'm with him, he's like gonna be a therapy for me at the same time, and a good man to remind me how strong that I am, and minded that I am. And I like a guy who make me go deeper in search about me, about myself. Because sometimes I be forgotten where I came from, and I be forgotten and how strong minded that I am, and I don't really go deep, and have that person around me to remind me and to make me go deep and to talk about myself. That means a lot. I think he's a very strong guy, and he see through people, and I like that, because I'm kind of the same way. I'm trying to connect with that,
Right, right,
to to be aware of my surrounding, to be aware of situation, and to be less angry.
well, yeah. What you think, man? I think she a winner. What you think, man?
Right. Let me say this. What just happened is, so everybody knows about the questions. This is a combination of everybody that's on the panel. What I did was I did everything that you guys have taught or have said previously. I did Professor McTowell has said what? Find out what you say, Professor McTowell. What is your philosophy?
Sorry, I had to unmute this, but that's what I was gonna go next with her. But you have to find out the root of the trauma, find out the dark side desires, because the trauma and the dark side desires is 80% of the subconscious. And if you only know what the woman is telling you from the light side, you only know 20% of the woman.
Yeah.
And so what? This is the thing. This is the second thing that happened. So this is always a teachable moment. I connected with her emotionally and spiritually. So now she's connected without even knowing it, because I got her to tap into a side of her that was dormant. So now, anytime that we talk ever again, she's going to remember I went to that place where the knife was.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now
Yes,
let me code approach real quick.
And the crazy thing is something that I never like speak about it. Because I know it's something that I don't want to go back. I never wanted to, for me to like, like open up and talk and not being afraid. And it's like, whoa, who was that?
So what's up, Millie?
It's just I couldn't lie. I gotta keep it real because I was keeping it real from the beginning.
You hear me?
Yes.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? I'm code approaching right now.
Yes. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm great.
Good. Can
Yes.
you want to be my girlfriend or no?
All right. To be your girlfriend, I had to, meet you in person, and we have to like talk.
We already confirmed that, and we talking now. About if you want more conversation is what I'm asking.
Yeah, more conversation because let me tell you, me, I take a relationship very serious. Like if I'm in a relationship and I'm someone girlfriend, I can say I'll just like 90% of my time is for you, and which is not good. I hate that when I'm in a relationship because it makes me feel like I'm slow because I'm always making sure that that person is okay, is being well cared of, and I'm not hurting that person.
Well, I got an idea, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
We talked about the glass of wine. We already got our first date initiated. The time, right? We have a glass of wine, and when we have this glass of wine, what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out. I know you have your password because you flew out of town and all that, and we're gonna figure out where we want to go, and then we're gonna figure out that I don't know if it's gonna be Europe, Haiti, or wherever, and then you can sit up and tell me the chapters of your life, right?
Oh yeah.
We can talk
If
about
I start talking about my life,
yeah, and then you can ask. I'm an open book to you as long as you know how to turn the pages right.
No, I'm very good. I'm very good at holding conversation. I'm very good at how to control a conversation. I'm very good at that.
Yeah.
And I'm very honest, and I'm not afraid of being judged because for my past I used to be afraid and not talk too much, always quiet, always like keep things inside. So now I'm learning how to be.
You in the judge-free zone right now. As you see, you're not being judged.
No, not. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I felt like I'm on some new energy. That's how I feel. I feel like that energy that I'm on, I don't really give a fly fuck. It's just like I'm mastering not to give a fuck.
The art of zero.
And that energy is really really make me feel like I'm good. You're good. You're gonna be good, and you're good. It's okay. Just be you.
Well, let me,
Millie, if you don't mind me dropping some game right quick for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You said when you were in a relationships that you tend to give 90% of yourself and you feel bad about it. Let me tell you something. That's the natural essence of a woman. You giving yourself and nurturing to a man, that is the natural place a woman is supposed to be. And the only reason why you even have any doubts about it is because the man might not be reciprocating the same amount of masculine energy and knowledge into you, or society is saying something otherwise. But what your spirit is doing is leading you to where you're supposed to naturally be. So don't ever feel like you giving up. If anything, give 100%. But you have to recognize.
I'm so glad that Thank you so much. That's very I love that. That's very deep because I feel like I always think about my past with the men like that I've been in a relationship with, and especially the guy that I was married, and I'm always like, if I wasn't never like be in a relationship with anybody, where would I be? Cuz it just like when I first met the guy that I married, I was supposed to become like a full-time model, and I was supposed to travel, do a lot of things, and when he said no, no, you can't do that. I want you. And I dropped everything. And I just, you know,
If you don't mind me
just
asking,
want
how old were you when you got married?
I was 22.
22, and you
Yeah.
was in America for how long?
For like 3 years and a half.
Oh, so you was shit. You was brand new. Yeah, he got you a bit early, man. You supposed to wait a little bit on that one. 'Cause you still was exploring in America, and when you come over from Haiti, it's a big thing. I mean, it's one thing being 22, born in America, but coming from Haiti, it's a whole new world. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
So
is, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I experienced a lot, and as young age, and I am so like proud that I experienced a lot, and I live an adult life before I'm even like close to 30 now. I'm 26, so I'm like, wow, like I live that life,
So
and
Millie,
it just
Millie.
yeah,
So how is my
yes,
throat approach? Because let me tell you something before you answer. We're playing the game, but actually all these things can happen that I said. So I'm just
yeah.
telling you that first. Does it sound like I'm fucking around, or does it sound like I'm serious?
I can't really tell if you're fucking around or if you're serious or not. And to me, I took it like you you
Well,
just
so what?
saying it just to sing.
It sound too good to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? So what do you think of me? Do you think I'm a player? Or do you think I want a wife? I got a gang of baby mamas. What do you think? And then after that, I'm gonna check my girl Shay, and I'll see you, baby.
I don't think nothing. I don't think like you got girls. I don't think you're a player. I just think you just a man. You doing men what men should supposed to do. You telling me about what you want, but you don't know what I want yet. And you don't know what I need. So I'm just
Sweetheart,
listening.
that's what the wine and the vacation is for. That's what you take care of that over a glass of wine and looking at the skies. Come on now, you got to set the tone. You have to set the tone, man. You understand that. If it's Valentine's Day,
I,
you got to have the flowers and the petals and the wine and all of that. You got to set the tone. You just don't get down to the dime.
yes, I love what you said. I love that when you try to be romantic, you're a romantic guy because I've never experienced anything like romance, and I do that to myself. Like I'm very protective myself, overprotective of myself. I treat myself good. I treat myself like I'm in love with myself. So if I
Good.
met a guy like me, so I think, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that would be nice. But I know
Well,
I know what I deserve, and I give myself everything that I know that I deserve.
well, I told you with your island voice that you can be the first lady, so you can get used to hearing my voice. You'll hear it about maybe 6 to 8 more times, maybe. We'll see. Okay.
Yes. I would love to talk to you if you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you the opportunity offline, and then after that, my girl Jay, what's going on with you? How you doing? You gotta unmute your mic, babe.
Me?
No, Shay, my Ike Turner.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. How you doing, Shay?
Hi.
So,
Finding yourself?
so tell us what tell us about the flaking, man. What do you think of
Oh,
women
now it's
flaking?
too female. I love that.
I didn't hear you. What you say?
I said, what do you think about the flaking? What are reasons why you think females flake on guys? Give me 3 reasons.
9 times out of 10, females flake on guys because they can read through the BS. They could see through guys. Women are known to be highly intuitive, and so and they get bored. They get bored with the nonsense with the game, especially women who are considered to be highly attractive. They get tired of people constantly pushing up on them. It becomes like a routine, like a game in itself. So it
Hey
ultimately it
Shay,
comes down to them being bored with it. Yeah.
hey, if you don't mind me asking, where you from and how old are you?
I'm from North New Jersey. I am 32.
All right, Jersey in the building. All right, go ahead.
And if y'all got a question in the chat, man, super chat the question, and you can actually even direct the question to whoever you want. You see the names, so.
But yeah, that's what I think it comes down to is that they get bored with the usual.
And what's your experience in dating? You single or what? What's your thing?
Say that again.
What's your experience? You single? You chilling? You don't want nobody? You just on yourself? Like, what's your deal?
Um, well, I'm an ever changing person, so I just like to go with the flow of things. Meaning that, like right now in my life, I'm not interested in dating anyone. I'm not interested in being a part of anything. I'm not even trying to pursue anyone. I'm not trying to do anything at all. I'm just chilling. I'm making my money. But before that, I was in a relationship where somebody actually broke my ego. And then they captured my heart through my ego, my broken ego. So, and that, I just took it for what it was. I still love them. We still talk. We still, make plans and work together or whatever. But ultimately, it's not about anything. I've been through so much and learned a lot from the game, to be honest. And for me, it just comes down to this: like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but so much when I'm tired of playing around with you because you don't know. 9 times out of 10, the people that I've dated, they don't know what they want from life. They don't know much about themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm a very simple yet complicated person. So if you come to me, and I know me better than anyone else know me, so if you come to me and you don't know what it is that you want, I break you down. And when I get tired of playing around with it, I just move on.
So maybe you guys are in a place where these women are playing around with you and you hitting up dating coaches and asking how to get not ghosted when you're wasting your fucking time. So on that note, real quick, I see Ramil wanted to say something, and then after that, I see my man Eddie Smooth popped in, and Eddie Hughes. You missed the whole thing, man. So I'm gonna have Eddie Fuse is gonna code approach you. That's gonna be a good one. Watch what he say to you. Watch what Eddie Fuse say.
Hold up. I got to get my connection right. Give me like 30 seconds.
Go ahead, Ramil, right quick while he's getting his stuff. I thought it looked like you wanted to say something.
Oh no, I was just on the topic not anything pertaining to her. I was just saying on the topic as far as flakes. When a female flakes to me, it's a one and done. And I don't know y'all definition of flake, whether you mean on a date or not, but I usually don't go out with women I haven't slept with anyway. So a flake to me would be her not showing up at my house, which if that's the case, I'll just move on to the next. Like, it's too many women out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Eddie Fuse, you got your connection right? Eddie Smooth.
I think we good. What's good?
Hey, so real quick, so we all went down the line before you came, and we're kind of just picking Millie's brain, and now Shay just hopped on, and we all did a cold approach, man, and then just how you would just introduce yourself to her, and then she'll tell you what she thinks of you just from the observation. So just holler at Millie like if you just seen her, what would you say?
I don't see him.
Eddie Fuse, he got the P coat and the blue shirt on. Eddie, you here?
Oh,
he just popped off. Well, when he pops
oh,
back,
he left.
oh, good, yeah, because he's in Bali right now, so he got his service is all messed up. Shout out to man logging for the super chat. He said classic pounding, guys. Classic every Sunday, man. Every Sunday.
What I would like to know from Millie You know, I hear you
Yes.
saying you like the romance. I want you to be real. All right, be right. It's a no judge zone, but we over here trying to teach men because it's mostly men, and you know, I believe you can learn from it as well. I heard you on one
Yeah.
end say you like the romance and all that, but what I'm gathering is a bit what I call the dark side desires. I'm sensing trauma and the type of trauma that will make you gravitate to the type of guys that are more dominant, more BDSM type of guys, more of a darkness than a lightness. You get what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
are you truly attracted to the romantic type to bring you flowers and kiss you on and kiss you on the forehead 100 times a day? Or are you more attracted to the guys that are going to value themselves more, the ones that are going to put a collar on you, the one that might choke you when he's fucking with you? What really? Because you talking about making your pussy wet, but I don't believe the romantic guy is going to make your pussy wet just from what we've been listening to.
Oh my
So
God.
let's
Let
be
me
I
tell
agree
real
you.
here.
Let me
100%.
tell you.
Freeport, Freeport.
I agree
Let me,
100%.
let me point something out, man. And this is game for you guys. It's not about what you say; it's how you say it. I can say romantic shit because I got a romantic tone in my voice and a romantic delivery, man. If
Talk
you
that
say
shit
the
up.
same shit, it ain't gonna fucking work, man.
I
No
just got
cap.
back, but I heard your question before I dropped out.
Um,
But I don't really like the whole spirit of that question. Like I don't. It just seemed like we qualifying ourselves to the chick on the line. So I'm not really gonna participate. Not to not be a team player, but that ain't really my style.
It ain't my style either, but this is like an after party of the O'Shea panel that we had earlier. So
he is a sophisticated man. Like
Who are you talking about?
Eddie Fuse.
the blue
You talking about Eddie Fuse.
the one who said he's not participate because that's not his style. And I think you need to loose it up and and join the conversation.
I mean, I'm pretty loose for you, but that's just not my thing. You're not leading the conversation over here either. You're part of a panel of men. You should be
Okay,
taking the
yeah.
instruction of us. That's why you're here, not telling us what we need to be doing.
I'm not telling what you should be doing.
Oh shit.
You
She
see
getting
that?
Oh,
comfortable.
I'm
Before
telling.
we
Yeah,
go,
see, that's what
How he
happened.
said
before
the
You let
bullshit
them sit at the
so
cool table.
smooth,
They
she don't
think
even
they
know if she
cool.
want to get offended or not. See, the tone of your
But you
voice.
No,
let them
I'm
sit at
not.
the cool table. They think they cool. If she not cool, we just invited you for the day. You don't be here. You take the instruction. You don't give out instruction. You just got here.
Okay. I don't understand why you're being rude, and I don't
I'm not being
understand why
rude.
you on that type of
You
energy.
think
And I'm
because your
not
tone is sweet
thinking.
that you're not being rude.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm very calm, and you're very. I don't know
You can be calm and rude at the
what's
same
going
time.
on
Those
with
two things are
you.
interchangeable.
No, I don't
All right,
understand where you're coming from.
be, be, before we go too left, Millie, I believe I was asking you a question, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or get sexual or anything, but I'm trying to understand you because it sounds like you were talking about what gets your pussy wet and this and that in a romance, but I don't believe it's romance. So I want you to be real so the brothers could be educated
No,
on it.
I
You
am
seem
being
like the
real.
type. You seem like the type that likes to have a collar on it. You might like to be slapped on. You might be
No,
smacked real hard and choked and all that good
to
stuff.
be honest, I am that type. I am that type, and I never experienced it, but I fantasize, like to really meet a man who has that mentality, who is not like judge when he's having sex, and who is not like thinking, oh, she doing that, oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut. But it's not about her being that. It's about enjoying and have that, intimacy, and we both have that good time,
I
and
agree.
I
I
love,
agree.
yeah.
Have that discretion.
A lot of women don't really open up when it comes to that type of sex because they are afraid, especially with the kind of man, especially that guy. I could tell he's the type of man who will judge a woman who has like that mentality, like being sexually open, because you will think otherwise. But I know this is who
There's
he is.
there's a term. No, Eddie's a solid guy.
Come
Eddie's
here,
a solid
sweetheart.
guy. He's a very
Come here.
knowledgeable
Let me,
guy.
cause she don't know what the fuck she talking about like usual. That's why she up here with us to learn something. Tell her how sexually free you are with me. Come sit right here. Tell her tell her how sexually free you are with me. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. Like usual.
I want to hear.
Like
I want to
usual.
hear it.
These hoes don't never know what they talking about.
I want to hear it. She's not saying anything.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess you're not. I guess you're not satisfying her.
She's nervous. Go ahead and talk to her. Just say hello, introduce yourself.
You see, you make her nervous because the way you talk.
She's nervous. Tell her how you come all day long. Tell her how you orgasm all day long.
Oh, Jesus.
She probably fake orgasm. You never know because I fake orgasm too. I
3
fake
months.
orgasm all the fucking time because I make a nigga think you do a good job, but you don't fucking do nothing. And I go behind your back and I watch
Once
porn.
again, you don't know what you're talking about. I know. I hurt your feelings. It's okay.
You need to get out your feeling and be yourself because you're acting like you're somebody.
Oh.
You said when a guy don't get you off, you fake it and watch porn. A lot of guys need to understand that. But what I want to know is what is the shit that you're watching
Keep
that
revealing
really
yourself.
gets you off?
She look like she like gay porn.
Yeah, I do. I watch gay porn and I watch.
I don't change for nobody, Sweet. I'm the same guy every time I get on this phone.
Nobody tell you how to be. You just don't want to be yourself. You on your feelings. I don't know what type of energy you come in here because it was pretty fun
Let's
before
just
you
keep this
even got
joint
here.
running smooth. Let's just keep this joint running smooth, though.
Yeah, we good, man. We good.
Who's the other lady in the background?
That's Shay.
That's Shay Butter.
Shay, what is your background? I didn't really gather where you came from. How Afi already, or what's happening?
No, I just ice. Just ice. It's his invite.
Okay.
So I got a question. This is to the ladies. When you guys flake, how often is it you flaking because you found something better?
All the time.
True. At least you're being honest. I mean, I know that's the answer. Most of the flakes, that's the answer. But thanks for the honesty.
I'm like always flaking. I don't take guys seriously.
Hey, shit. Keep it 100.
I don't because they come up to me with all kinds of. They just come to me with all kinds of whack, dry bullshit. Like you need to soak in a cup of water or figure out your life or find out what it is that you want to do in life before you approach me. Do not come to me weak because if you come to me weak, I'm going to smell it like a drop of blood in a shark tank.
So
and I'm going to eat your ass alive and you're going to forever be chasing after me and you're never going to get what you want.
that's what's up. That's good. So a follow-up question is so you say you don't take guys serious. Is it okay if they don't take you serious as well?
I could care less.
Huh?
I just want to point out one of the things she said. She said the dude got to get his life together. That's basically what we've been saying, man. Get your shit together. Don't give a yo. I'm not saying don't give a damn about these shit, but these shit's gonna not be a priority, man. If you on your purpose, you on your way to get your goal, you will attract these women. If you don't have your life together, like she just said, she's not even checking for you.
Now, I want to know from both of you. I was talking. Can you guys hear me on here?
Yeah.
Yes, I see you.
From both of you ladies. Now you can't see me. I got my little avatar up. But we were talking this morning on a panel, and I said the same woman that'll make a guy wait for 3 months to have sex is the same woman that I would make wait 3 months to have sex. Have you women ever come across a man that you've been sexually attracted to, yet he denied you sex because he was more sexually disciplined? And how would you react in that situation? How would it make you feel?
You want to go first, Millie?
No, I want you to go first, because you said it.
I had an
Hold on, Millie.
experience.
Hold on, Millie. I want Shay to go first because she said it. I don't want her getting no thinking time. Go ahead.
Exactly.
You want me to be honest, right?
Come on, let's get it.
All right. I've never had that experience because they don't ever get what they want. I'm usually the one making them wait. Any guy that has ever tried, they just don't know how to take me. Like they come and they approach me and they're like, "Oh, I really want to have sex with you, but I don't know which angle you coming from. I don't understand." Like they can't figure me out in order to start the whole gaming process. So they never get to that point. They never get to the point to where they get to run game. They can't. I don't allow it.
Wow, I don't
It
allow
doesn't work.
Right.
Shout out to Dre and Mr. Johnson for the super chat.
Hey,
Hold on, Shay.
hold on,
Shay. I don't
one
think
second.
you really answered my question properly. I didn't ask you, and I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't ask what they don't do. I'm asking you if a guy did come to you and you were sexually attracted to him, and he told you, "I'm not trying to have sex with you right now." How
Mm.
would that make you feel as a woman? Would that make you more want him more sexually? Would that turn you off? Because I'm trying to get the guys to understand that sex ain't the all be all.
Honestly, it does. It does make the guy more attractive because it's like, okay, there's something that could be built from this. Meaning that whether it's a friendship or I don't even want to say a relationship, but I guess you can say a relationship, not
Hey,
necessarily
Shay.
like an intimate relationship, but a
Hey,
relationship
Shay.
can be established between you and that person
Hey, Shay. Not to
if
cut
he
you off.
refrains from having sex with you.
Hey, Shay. I think that to simplify the question, he's basically asking, has a dude ever denied dick to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did answer that. I didn't answer that. No.
No, has a guy ever denied dick to you? Like you wanted to pipe and he said, no, you can't have it.
Yes, he
Okay.
has. Okay, okay. Just to make it okay, let me make it
All
simple
right.
for you. I had a guy holler at me. He said he wanted my phone number. He saw me working at the skating rink, so he wanted my phone number so I could teach him how to skate. I said, okay. I called him up. I'm like, yeah, so what did you really want? He said, so when we going skating? I said, oh, you was that ass serious. He said, yeah. And from that, we have been friends for like the last 15 years. And the reason for that is because he respects me and he doesn't want sex from me. But since then, I've gotten a marriage proposal and a whole host of other shit, and I just told him no. But initially,
So,
it wasn't anything about sex
Right.
at all. So if that helps you better understand where I'm coming from, maybe that
Nah,
help you understand,
that
or
I
no?
get what you're saying, but it's
yeah, I
telling me
understand what
you
you're
Well,
ain't
saying.
come
I don't
across
know
a certain.
shit. Like
I
you
get
talking
what
about
you're
something
saying.
specific, but I'm telling you from my
Yeah,
experience,
I get
basically.
what you're saying. It's just that nigga, in a way, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even, I don't know the guy. You say you know him for 15 years, but he came at you sort of, to me, it sounded like underhanded because he dropped all the marriage shit afterwards, but it could be because he got to know you and become a friend with you. So I get what you're saying. But Millie, I want you to go ahead and, because you was real eager to go ahead and let us hear this shit. So
Uh,
bring that fire.
no, no, no. Yeah, I got denied with a guy before, but he was Jamaican. He was a Jamaican guy, and it just we've been talking for like over like 6 7 months, and finally we're gonna meet each other. And when he came to meet me, I don't know, I was just like turned on and started kissing him. He started kissing me, and after that, I'm like, okay, it's about to go down. So he was like, no, 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 and I'm like, no. And when he said that in my head, I'm like, he's he really attractive to me? But he said, yeah, I'm attracted to you. You're beautiful. I like you a lot, but I don't want this. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And after like a year and a half, we were still like dating, and I'm like, when are we gonna have sex? And he said, we're not gonna have sex, baby. I just wanna get to know you more and more. And I get bored. I'm like, you know what? It's done. I don't wanna deal with this shit. But what I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I called my friend and I called my friend. I asked her, I said, listen, this is the first time I'm getting denied by a guy who doesn't want to have sex with me. So my friend, but 6 months, when I told my friend that, my friend said, okay, it's Lundy, you gotta take your time. Maybe he try to be respectful and stuff like that. I'm like, it's been 6 months and I'm horny. So my
Oh, so
friend
you
said,
wasn't fucking anybody else?
no, I wasn't talking to no, I was only talking to him. Like we were talking for, when we talk like for 3 hours, 4 hours. Imagine it's a long distance relationship.
Oh, okay, okay.
So when he came see me, he just want to kiss me and that's it. He doesn't want to have sex. So I was getting annoyed by that. So my friend said, okay, now it's been a year and a half. Do you have sex with? I said, no. And my friend said, you know what? You got to be careful. This nigga probably have something he try to hide and he probably care for you. He don't want to give it to you. And, my friend trying to like figure it out what happened, what's the issues, and I'm like, I think it's better for me to let him go. And I called him. I said, listen, it's over. I can't be with you anymore. And he said, what? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. What are you hiding? Are you a Christian? Or you know Jesus? Or that's the type of you follow the Bible or stuff like that? And he's like, no, I'm not a Christian. And I'm like, what's the problem? What's the issue? Why are you rejecting me? And he said, no, it's nothing. It's just like I just want to take my time. And I'm like, it's been a year and a half. What taking time? So
You
I
know, some
just
niggas got like small dick anxiety. So did you check to see, make sure that was why the reason you ain't never done nothing with him?
The thing is, I've never seen his penis. Never. I don't even know how his penis was looking like.
Year and a
Nothing.
half.
Like I
Yeah,
don't
that's a
know
bit.
how his penis was looking like. I don't know. It just like we were always like kissing and kissing and kissing. And like when he touching me, he makes me want it. And after that, when it's about to get down, he just like stop. And I'm like, what?
Nah,
I
that
felt,
nigga,
I,
that's
I felt
like,
like I felt, like he makes me feel like I was just like a
You
devil.
might
I'm
have
like,
been.
oh
You
my
might
God,
have been.
am I-
You might
Hey,
have been
hey,
with
hey,
with a
hey,
transition. You know what I'm saying?
real quick. Let me my little bro Stephon Clinkscale, and then after Stephon, pass it to Ramil, pass it back to Eddie.
yeah.
So we're talking about you Stephon, you were on the panel on O'Shea's channel earlier with me and Mr. Freeport was on there. So what do you think about the guys talking about the flaking? Like how do you handle flakes if you get flaked on, or how would you handle them?
Put that bitch on ice for 2 weeks.
Yeah, with you, and then say
And
that to him.
like say I'm a busy man, right? I work, I'm independent, but I work 13, 14-hour days, right? So say my only off day is Thursday or Saturday. I'll meet you Saturday at the gym or at a business convention, and you see me, I see you, I make my approach. Hey, I seen you over there. I don't even know why you kept staring at me, but here's my number. I'd like to take you out, right? Take you out next Thursday. Next Thursday come. She steady contacted me throughout the week. I'm not trying to talk to her until the date. So I'm keeping things short because I'm not trying to give away my attention to her, right? So the date come and I hit her up and I say, hey, what's up? We still on? And she respond and she like don't respond. And then she hit me up like at 9 o'clock when the date was at 7. I just put that bitch on ice for 2 weeks.
Tell the cats we're putting them on ice, in case they don't know. Obviously, I know, but
Putting a chick on ice just means no non-sexual attention. That's it.
hey, well, see, we got different definitions. I'm gonna ask that because when I put a bitch on ice, that's it. If there's no attention at all.
Like no attention, but
All
you do it.
communication cut.
No, there's like I'm dead almost. Like
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she still sees your life. Like she might see you with another bitch, and then then here comes social proof. I'm gonna get with him now all of a sudden. So it's like you gotta treat women how you treat your business, G. You know what I'm saying? You can't you gotta post that's why I like social media. You gotta post your daily life, man. What you doing? Where you at? What you eating? Bitches love food. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey.
yeah, when I put a bitch on ice, you know what I'm saying? The bitch on ice, I ain't fucking with you, bitch. Shit. Don't talk to me. Don't text me and say what you doing the day later. Nah, open that bitch and look at it and close it. And then it say send me in red.
You can text whatever you want. You ain't getting no response.
Oh, you hit it with the who this. You hit it with the who this. Who is this?
I like that, Ramil. Hey, what up to the panel though? What up?
What's going on?
Peace,
I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. You know, you treat yourself like a company. If you got an interview at McDonald's and you flake on your interview, you can probably get another interview. You got an interview at Google, you flake on that interview, you'll never get another opportunity to get that job again. So you got a one-shot deal with me. You flake on me one time, that's it.
Yep.
It's ice for life.
Yep. I like that, Eddie.
I treat myself like a high-profile company.
Not mad at you, family.
It's not a business, right, Eddie?
You are a business. You're a corporation. You are a business, especially if you market your name. Especially what we do when your name is your brand. You are a business.
Thank you, Eddie. But why is it that the guys just like when you get the interview, when you go to a job and you get the interview, are you going to text the fucking office on Saturday and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
But also, peep game, no Steph. Peep game, no Steph. Peep game. Hold on. Peep game, no Steph. Are you going to text the office and say you want to meet at a mutual place? You come to my office for the interview. You go to them for that interview. I'm the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't meeting on a mutual place. I'm the opportunity. I got my life all the way set. I got my own office.
Y'all way better than me, because if I haven't slept with her, we not going out. We not
No, you. I'm. That's what I said. You come to me. I don't go on no dates. You come to my office. Is the
if
crib.
we haven't slept together, we ain't getting no drink. Ain't no drink.
That's the same time I'm on.
Because bitch, I'm giving you the job. So
right, 100%.
You know, something came up. Well, bitch, you gotta find another fucking job application because I'm out of applications, bitch.
Yes, sir.
The first date is at the crib.
That's me. First date at the crib.
I'm with you, though. That's just 27. It's 2019. That's just how it is now.
Well, let's not get into the game about that. Because we got men and we got
Eddie
women
wanna
on here.
talk. Speak that. Now Eddie wanna join the conversation, huh?
Now we got the ladies on here, and because a lot of guys say, and I've said this before, you fuck first, then you date. And a lot of high value men have that belief system. So I want you women to be honest here. Remember, this is a no judge zone. You know what I'm saying? We're just about getting information and learning from each other.
Yeah.
How does a man going about fucking first, then date? What determines that in your eyes as a woman?
Good question.
Ask that question again.
Sure.
When a guy fucks first and then dates, meaning the guy can fuck without going on a date, what are you recognizing in that man that tells you, you know what, I don't even have to get his number, I'm gonna fuck him tonight, or I don't have to go on a date with him, I'm coming straight to the crib, I want this guy? What about it is it in that man is gonna make you drip to that point? This is
For
a
me,
no judge
usually in the
zone.
first.
Oh, silence.
No judge zone, ladies.
Oh God.
Usually in the first, easy question. When they look like the serious guy with fur in his hat, that's all you gotta do.
I say usually like within the first 5 minutes, I already know what he about. Like, and I'll be like, so we fucking or not? And they be like, oh, so it's like that. It's just like that. And then they get the start stuttering and getting stuck on stupid. I don't have time for that. So I just be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. And then they don't hear from me again. It's that simple.
So you initiate sex majority of the time?
Yes.
Ooh. Are we gonna dive in on that after Miss Millie get up on hers because she'll be having a good time laughing. So go ahead and drop us yours.
No, because I'm honest. Like if okay. 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 Last year, 2018 summertime, and I met this guy. I don't know. I was in that restaurant in Manhattan, and he just, I don't know if he was looking at me before I was looking at him, but I don't know, my eyes just like, ooh, who is that guy? And I just want to stop looking at him. It's
Talk
just
about
something about him,
we're talking about
it's just like the way he dressed and all, and he approached me and he introduced himself, and I'm like, listen, I don't know who you are. I'm attracted to you.
So you
And
you came up to him without him saying anything.
yeah, I
So
just let him know what I think of him. I said, I'm attracted to you. I think you're very handsome. And he said, you're very beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. And we start, and he said, you want some wine? And and he ordered me some wine, and I start drinking some wine. And next time I get loose and start kissing him. He
why you
kissed
talking
oh,
about
so
back.
you
our
gonna
date
blame it on
already?
the alcohol?
Why you talking about our date already? You saying tell him what y'all talking about our date about the wine and the sex, man. Don't tell him.
And
Doug, what up,
and
bro?
that same day everything went down. That
The
same
Well,
day
same
we had
day.
sex.
Was it the alcohol's fault or
No,
was it?
it wasn't the alcohol. It was just like, I don't know, something about him is, it's just like he was so beautiful, and I was just turned on. I don't know what was it. It's just I was just turned on how he was looking, his arms and his chest. He looked very muscles, very strong, and I was couldn't stop looking,
So he looked
you
like he
know.
could break your back in half, and you went for it. I
Yeah.
get that. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
I got a question for the ladies. What's the fastest y'all gave up the cheeks before, man? 1 day, 30 seconds, 30 minutes. What's the fastest y'all dropped the cheeks, man?
Huh?
What's the fastest y'all got down with a man after y'all met? I'm not talking about obviously women grow. If y'all grown, y'all done met guys and slept with them on the first date. After a date
Yeah.
and some drinks, I'm talking about like from the time you meet them to the time he smashed. Like what's the time y'all done what's the shortest time span that y'all done let a man, you feel me, go all the way?
2 hours.
2 hours. And what did that 2 hours consist of? Just talking, walking, what?
I didn't know him, so yeah, I say talking. Yeah,
Talking. And two
yeah.
hour and 2 hours later, what was y'all date? You went to his house or what?
No, we was in his car in the
Look,
parking lot on my way to my house.
so he picked you up for a ride, and then y'all made out in the car and had sex. Is that what you're saying?
No, I had just left this girl house from smashing her before her husband got home, and I was
Wait,
walking
wait,
down the
wait, wait,
street.
wait, wait. Wait. You saying
Hey, real quick, try to slip that in real quick.
yeah. See, I pay attention to details. So, oh, you know what?
Yeah, I got ears. I listen.
So you just did that. So you like both of them? You do both ways?
Actually, no, I'm gay as fuck, but I have had experience with guys.
Where you
I
from?
knew it. See, hold on. I was about
Oh,
to ask you that when I
oh.
said you approach all men, and that's what I was about to go at because that's a sign right there for you guys
Listen,
that don't understand that. But I was about to go. It ain't no shame in it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Alfie, I might be a prophet, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's definitely in the spiritual side. I mean, that's what's up though. So how long is? I bet you a dom too. I bet you dom and strap up and all that. You be doing all of that, don't you?
I do a lot.
Yeah.
I do
I
it.
do the most.
What about Millie? You into threesomes?
No, I don't do girls.
Why not?
I'm strictly.
Yes, they said
Why?
what?
I and the crazy thing is I watch lesbian porn. I watch
Mm.
lesbian porn.
Yeah, but
I can't.
I want to know why you don't do females.
Oh, why I don't? It just is never something that I'm really seeing myself do. Like having sex with a girl. I never like think and picture myself like going down on a girl. Never.
So close your eyes.
No, no, it's not. Let me tell you, it's not about the eyes. It's about the mind. Because if the mind is not into it, my eyes is not gonna be attracted to it. So I have my mind is come first. You know, like if my mind
Hey,
is
you
not
want?
attracted,
Hey, so how about you do your cold approach? Your turn. Everybody went through the line, man.
Well, I mean, she said she never had she never felt attracted mentally to a female, and I can understand that. That's like 90% of women on this planet, because most of them don't know what they want, and it comes to a crossroad where you're sitting up there and you get tired of playing around with bullshit. Every day is always the same shit. You go through the cycle and over again. Then somebody like me come along, completely take you by surprise, and you're like, oh shit, you can't figure out why you like me so much. You just like my conversation. You like feeling like a woman. You feel sexy. You feel like you could be free. You feel like you could be yourself. And you start talking about yourself, start doing what you do. And the next thing you know,
things go down.
I like how you backpedaled and still did it anyway. That was saucy. I see it.
I didn't hear you what you said.
You sound like she done this before. He be turning them out.
Yeah, King Solomon, we give it. We showcase in every part of the game, every level of the game right now.
I mean,
all women are bi-curious, but not genuinely bisexual. I agree. Women always.
That's a good way to put it. Whoever wrote that, that's a good way to put it.
That's Myth Twist wrote that. It's true. All you gotta
maybe
do is
I'll put it to you like this. Millie. Perhaps you haven't met the right woman to pull that dark side of you out.
No, I never ever met any woman to approach me or even. Okay, I'm not gonna say I never, because I did. I met this girl, and she's total like, you can't even tell if she's a woman or not, because
So she just walked up to you and was like, "Hey, gorgeous. Hey, beautiful. You look sexy. When you gonna let me come over and eat your
No.
pussy?"
She was checking me out, like checking me out head to toe. She was staring at me and checking me out, and before she left, and she just like put her card on the table, and she said, "Call me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I didn't call her because I was not interested. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna
That
call
was
her."
a stupid move. That's arrogance at its finest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
But I'm not gonna say never. Say never. That's the thing. I never say never. But I'm never never see myself or picture or fantasize me being with a woman. Never.
Well, I can tell you this: you can close your eyes and picture me being a big, strong, muscular man. We can role play. You like role playing?
No, I don't know what's that. What is that?
You don't like role play? It's when you play somebody, I play somebody, and we both pretend.
No, I never had that. I never had that. And
You
to
never
be
had
honest,
that?
no, I never had like that experience, like sexually.
You sound like an inexperienced sexual person. You know that? I
Yeah,
bet
I
you like
am,
real
and
frustrated.
let me tell you, to be honest with you, my mind is very open to learn and to meet this guy, to open me, to make me, to bring that dark side out of me. But I never met that guy before.
Well,
But I
you on the
know
right
once I met
panel,
this
dog.
guy.
Hey, in the chat, if y'all don't understand,
She's in a room full of wolves. Easy, guys.
You in the
Easy.
right
Easy.
channel. You on the
You should
right
let me
panel
speak
right now.
sometime.
If y'all want to have threesomes and stuff, y'all need to listen to how women interact, man. I'm telling you.
But the guy that I met, it's just like they don't have that experience. And if I'm like try to be freak, and he will say, "What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing, babe? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like I don't want
That's
him to
just
think that I'm a hoe.
You know why,
that's just
Millie?
an insecurity. That's just an insecurity within themselves.
And
Millie's
and I'm like, "Oh,
delicate
it's just
flower.
a
That's
turn
why.
on."
They still think they look at you like you're a delicate flower. They don't know who you really are.
No, they
A
don't
lot of them
know.
are insecure. They insecure too. They see these girls out here bagging girls.
And
Well,
I could like I would fantasize about me being tied up, about me, like have do all this
That's
nasty
BDSM.
shit.
There
I'll
you go.
fantasize in my mind. I will travel. I will see myself doing that, but it's not like I'm doing it in real life. But I fantasize about me being tied up, having like crazy like level sex,
there is
being free.
levels. When
Oh,
you say
sexy.
crazy, how deep are we talking? Are we talking about a man just like peeing on you type shit, slap you in your
No,
face?
no,
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 no, no, no. Wait. Can I
no,
ask a
no, no.
question? Can I ask a question? Can I ask you a question,
Mm-hmm.
Millie? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me one of your biggest fantasies.
My biggest fantasy is having sex with two men.
Uh-oh.
I knew it had to be multiple.
And what are these men doing to you?
Go ahead. Yeah, continue.
I can feel it like I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, be honest.
Um, yeah,
Y'all niggas tripping
one
as
that
fuck. Y'all getting put
is
on game. I don't
one that I'm on top, and the other one I'm sucking.
So why not three
I
instead of two?
I fantasize that.
Why not three instead of two? You can have one in the back, one in the front, and one in your mouth.
I never had sex in the ass because I don't like, I don't know how would that make me feel. That's maybe painful. Um,
because a man gotta play with it first. You gotta play with the booty hole. You
So you
gotta
yeah,
basically never had the ass age either.
yeah,
uh-oh.
I do. I had my ex, and I tried to have sex with my ass, and I totally like stop it, and I'm like, ooh, that's painful. I don't like it.
Okay, so just sticking to the two guys, one in your mouth, one in your pussy. They both doing what they do. What are you doing? Like, what are you feeling when you fantasize this? What is going on with you?
Um, what's going on with me? It just I feel I'm in a different planet. Like when you in that I see myself in that forest. Like it's just like no, there is that quiet. It's so quiet, and the only thing you can hear it's it's me mourning more like
Are you a
is is
screamer?
is, is, is
You are
my
you loud?
body.
Are you loud?
I am a screamer.
Oh, okay.
I scream.
Oh shit.
So you mean like making like percussions with the bodies and the moaning and the pleasure and the sucking sounds and the juices and
Yeah,
everything.
yes, that's all I want to hear.
That's all you want to
I
hear?
mm-hmm.
I'll see Doug for the super chat. But
See, Doug, come on, man.
he said,
Come
man,
on up.
that young lady don't need some bleeding. She needs a thorough man.
All he wants to hear is the holes getting filled.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Finally, somebody said it. Finally, somebody said it. They cut to the chase. What you
Back.
understand what Shay is doing? What she's doing, she's tapping into her fantasy. So what she's going to do is, once you tap into her fantasy, she's going to insert herself with that fantasy to fulfill it. Understand game when you see it, guys.
Yeah,
This is
y'all,
That's
y'all,
incorrect.
y'all
Oh, that
And
is
hold on,
incorrect.
and
That is incorrect.
that is correct.
That is incorrect.
That is correct. What's happening
I
is,
can tell you what I'm doing.
well, I'm
go
telling you
ahead.
what you're doing. I'm telling. Go ahead and say what you're doing. But what you're doing is you're opening her up to her fantasy, so you can insert yourself in that. So what happens is once you finish talking and you talk online or wherever the case may be, now you're a part of her fantasy, or you can go question some more. So it's interesting. I'm just sitting here watching because at the end of the
But
day,
that's not what I'm doing. Okay, go ahead.
Tell us what you're doing then.
What I'm trying to do is I'm engaging Millie into a conversation with me because she never even thought about being attracted to a woman. So I'm not inserting myself into her fantasy or trying to insert myself after opening her up into a fantasy or anything because ultimately I may decide that I don't even want to talk to Millie anymore for the rest of this panel.
Very true. That was clever. But at the end of the day, what you just said is what I just said.
Yeah,
No,
and
That was
here's
clever.
why
I'm
it is.
trying to.
No,
Okay,
no.
go ahead.
Here's why it is. He's
Go ahead.
speaking
No,
from
no,
what he's
no.
saying. Go ahead, LD.
What I'm saying is, you may decide that here or there, but at the end of the day, the conversation is you open her up and talk about her fantasy. Now, you may make a choice, yay or nay, what you may do, but at the end of the day, this is what happens in real life. So you could, if you possibly wanted to, insert yourself in there because you already opened her up. And I'm saying
Creating that option.
Right, and he's speaking from the standpoint of how Millie's mind is reacting to this, not necessarily what your aim is. So you're thinking from your aim is not to get into her fantasy, but he's saying this is the end result from Millie's mind. If she's thinking about her fantasy and you're the one stemming, at the end of the day, she's thinking about her fantasy, but you're the one making her pussy wet. So you're sort of tied to that for that moment. And all it takes is that moment to be able to get that woman home that night.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm trying to tell you that that's not what it is. But this is not my panel. Go ahead.
Okay.
Now I'm interested with you, Shay. You are a woman who likes to initiate when it comes to dealing with men. When you are dealing with a man, I'm assuming you're more dominant with men and women. So when you're dealing with a man, do you want to be equally dominated? Do you want to, not equally, but do you want to be dominated because you're always doing the dominating? Is that your moment to be submissive when you're with a man? And if it is, how submissive do you get?
Yeah,
No, it's not. I'm always dominant. I'm always dominant. I know that there are moments when being with a guy where he want me to submit, and I'm only willing to submit in a certain sexual position. Other than that, it's all about me.
Well,
What I
go ahead
want
and
to
tell us the position, though. We trying to learn here.
From the back, doggy style.
Well, that's a pretty submissive position. Yeah, it's hard not to.
Right.
Are you
Exactly.
saying that's something that you compromise with these dudes? You gotta compromise them hitting it from the back?
No, because most of the time I would submit in that position if I'm get tired of looking at him or something.
You're getting tired.
So do you when you fuck with a guy, is it a craving? Because I don't want to assume, but it seems like you don't really fuck with dudes like that. Like something about them you don't really like, but you'll fuck with them to get off.
No, the last time I fucked with a dude, I was like 27. I'm 32. And when we were messing around and everything, it was legitimately the same guy I've known for 15 years. But ultimately, to answer your question, I'm sorry, because I was looking at the road. To answer your question, no, I used to do it because I was bored. I would be literally sitting there like, I don't have anything to do. See a guy like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I wonder if he's going to give up the dick. He gives up the dick, and I'm like, okay, typical guy. Move right along. It's really strictly boredom. There's no craving. There's no desire. There's none of the above. It's just.
So Shay, is it safe to say that you've never been dominated before?
Say that again?
Is it safe to say that you've never been dominated by a dude in the bedroom before?
No, never.
All right, now
Y'all really believe in this?
Y'all niggas, these bitches is lying, dog. I just can't take this shit no more.
Thank you, Eddie.
I can't take this shit no more. These hoes is lying.
Eddie.
Both of them bitches is lying. In their
Thank
own
you,
way.
Eddie.
I can't take it. I'm sorry. I hate to come with all the
Touchy.
attention. I hate to be that dude. I hate to be that dude. I hate to be the
I
dude, but they
mean,
both
look,
lying.
I'm not the type of person that like to sit up here and pitch my
Respect
point
for
to
those.
anybody. I'm not the type to sit up here and pitch my point to anybody. You can feel free to hang out with me on any given day, and I can show you better than I can tell you.
I'm not interested. I'm just saying y'all lying. I got to keep
Okay,
it
well,
real for
you
the rest
call
of the
me a
panel because
liar,
we got a
then
bunch of guys listening.
I'm
We got a
just
bunch of
saying.
people listening that's gonna
If
come
you
back
call
and
me
review
out
this.
for being a liar, I could put my money where my mouth is. If you're not interested, then I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
Just
Anyway.
ice. Just ice. What you
Yes, I'm listening.
Ike Turner. Ice Turner.
What's good? What's good?
You got something you ain't talked to them yet. You want to chime in real quick?
Nah, I'm good for the moment though. But this is a message to chat room, man. Just keep this shit classy.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna be no disrespect.
Oh my God.
yeah. So these females, they're being more open and transparent than 99% of the women on the planet will be in this situation. So I appreciate that. Oh, but
But
there's
still,
one
I mean,
question I want
we
to ask
talking
for
shit.
both of
We
you
talking about
guys,
something really
man.
not on the line.
I want to know something from both of you guys, and it's something I deal with a lot when it comes to trauma. Like I said, I don't want to speculate. I just want to hear from you. Were any of you guys molested when you were younger? And do you think that plays into your sexual preferences or your lifestyle today?
Great question.
Hold on, did they drop out?
I'm here.
Yeah. I guess you could pick that up.
Is Shay still on?
Yeah, she got her mic mute though.
Mille, you could pick that up.
If it's not too much, because it just seems like it may be some type of sexual trauma that leads to the type of desires now. And unfortunately, it's a cycle that happens a lot in the Black community. And I'm talking for both of you. So if you don't feel comfortable in answering it, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can speak about that. When I was in Haiti, my mother left me with that babysitter, and she she's a woman, and she was the one who had sex. She had sex with me, and I was only 6 years old, and when that happened.
I know it might be a little difficult for you to go into that because I can hear it breaking up a little bit as you're speaking right now. But I appreciate
Yeah.
your honesty on that. And how do you think that plays a role into you right now? Wanting a man that's protective, wanting a man that can be dominant so he can protect you from what you didn't get protection from when you were younger?
Yeah, I think that's play a role, but that's play a role, but at the same time, and I think that's play a role of me not being attracted to women, and like when she asked me if I never been attracted to women, and that's play a big role too, because it was as a child, I felt disgusted. I felt like this wasn't supposed to be happen, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't even want to tell my mom about it. Even until now, my mother don't even know about it. And that girl, she's fully Christian. I remember I went to Haiti. She's like talking about God and all of that, but it just I never spoke about it. This is the first time I said that on your panel, but I never spoke
This is
about
the
it with
first
my
time,
family
right?
at all, because they're not gonna understand it.
Appreciate you for sharing that.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
guys got to understand, man. Like I say, a lot of times women are walking around with weight on their shoulders for life because there's things that affect them emotionally that they can never speak about because you guys are not asking the right questions. You're so busy worried about the pussy that you're not asking to actually be a healer. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say this, that you got to stop going without sex and just understand, because how can you heal a woman if you don't know the experiences she's been through that formed her the way she is now? And this is
See,
the
with
first
me,
time
I
she's
never
revealed
had
that.
any. See, for me, I haven't been raped, molested, or sexually assaulted in any way.
Never?
No.
Or abused?
Nope.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that one.
Now, I'll be honest, a lot of the women I've dated, there hasn't been, I think, no, there was one woman I dated, but out of the 8 women I've been with, only that one had not been sexually assaulted, raped, or abused. Everybody else have.
Yeah. And do you
So it's
think that
very,
contributes to them being lesbian?
I think that's for a lot of dysfunction that goes on with them. Because to be honest, a lot of them are like really hoes. Like guys would be like, "Oh, this is my one and only," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, you're not." Like, she definitely bagging you, and to feel your homeboys too. That's all I'm saying. And it's not necessarily women that I've dealt with, just women that I've been around. Period. A lot of them been sexually assaulted or abused in some way. Even personally, like my mom and my cousins and things like that, they've all been sexually assaulted in some way, shape, or form. And it's like it speaks to the dysfunction in their lives.
Yeah. And do you, since you know the game, do you capitalize on this? Because I'll be real, if I certain like I know a chick, she was molested by her uncle. So if I were to fuck her, I would reminisce that moment in her head, and it will make her get super wet because you're reliving the trauma that you had. Now, not every woman is the same, but do you capitalize because you're a woman and you're more in tune with the emotions? Is that something you do? Capitalize on that trauma to get that woman?
No.
Nah. All right. So you got a good heart, man. That's good. That's good for you.
That's good.
Appreciate your honesty, man. All of you guys, man. This is dope shit. I appreciate the honesty. And you were a little quiet over there, Millie. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You cool? Okay. All right. I know you just revealed something you ain't really brought up. So I'm checking with you. All right. I appreciate your honesty too, man.
Yes, I'm good.
This is therapy and education for all of us on here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All good, man. Well, we gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. We just gonna just shoot our last words out, and then you know what, we might do a little sudden death one in the hour. I gotta knock some shit down, to be honest with you. You know, I put it on hold for the O'Shea panel, and I gotta get to it. Shit.
You talking about some food or some pussy?
I got a little situation going on, man. We got a little Sunday night heat popping, man. Shit, it ain't gonna be no 5 hours tonight, baby. Hey, but real quick, we'll start with Shay. Anything you want to say, man, to the pound, to the chat, your Instagram, whatever you want to shout out, Shay. 1, 2, 3, red pill.
Yo, red pill chauvinist. Appreciate everybody listening to another edition of the Super Friends, man. I mean, shout out to the esteemed panel as usual. Everybody go check my channel out. Any new listener, go check my channel. I'm gonna put it in the chat real soon. I'll talk about the travel vlog. Travel to different spots. I'm gonna have actually, yeah, I got DR Costa Rica up there, but the most recent video I got out now was the manipulated man, and that's like the mother of red pills is what I call it, man. Basically talking about female true nature. Y'all go check it out, red pill chauvinist. Again, what I'm saying, shout out to everybody on the chat, listeners, and everybody on the panel, man. Peace.
Ramil, I see Doug. See Doug will end the show, so see Doug will go last. Ramil, anything you want to say?
Appreciate you for having me on, bro. And you guys can check out the channel Ramil Amir. And female shouldn't be flaking on you because the only place that should be coming to is your house for that first date. That's all I gotta say.
Shay, I seen something that was going on. Shout out to Shay if she popped back on. Professor MGTOW.
Man, this was a good little chat, man. Thanks for having all you guys on here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the questions. I appreciate. Oh, I'm curious though. We never really finished that question, Millie. So going back to it, you heard all the code approaches. You heard the conversation. You got to reveal yourself. If you had to chill or talk to a guy ongoing for another day, what would your assessment be of the gentlemen on this panel now that you've conversated a while?
Millie?
With who?
Oh, you got some friends coming up in the joint?
No, I'm here.
You got the Jamaican nigga over there?
No, I'm by myself. I live alone.
Look at Steph. He said, "Go ahead and knock her down. Just meet the man. I always put pussy on hold to do shows, nigga. Damn, I can't, bro. Nigga, always. I always put it on hold. Always. You know what? Just cause it's him, I'm gonna let it go on a little longer. Y'all better put a super chat on this bitch, man. For real. Because y'all listening, y'all ain't got a situation. Y'all don't even know the situation. If y'all did, maybe y'all feel it. Go ahead.
You talking to me?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
I
man.
was.
Okay, you said what? Say the say it again.
We came on, we gave you the code approach. You've got the chat,
Mm-hmm.
you got to hear a little bit of conversation. So now give us a final assessment.
Yeah, give me some ice.
All right. I just want to say, I didn't expect myself to be open with a lot of stranger that I've never met and before, and I felt like I felt the energy, like I was not being judged, and I was not really. I was open and talk about my past, about my childhood. My final thought is I respect each one of you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I really enjoyed talking with each one of y'all. And I just I just feel like right now, I'm gonna after that conversation that I have with y'all, and I'm gonna go and talk and go back with what I went through in my past, and just do all of my research and think about the past, what I've been through, and and connect with me, with who I am, with who I
Wow.
was.
So this
Yeah,
conversation has got you to look at your history, look at your trauma, and
yeah,
want to take the time to heal yourself.
yeah,
And this is what happens. This is what happens when you're speaking with men that are healers, that are capable. So now you understand when you go out into the world and you're dealing with whoever or you're dating or whatever, hopefully your standards should be raised up higher for a man that
yeah.
can actually pull that out and make you want to heal yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, that's a good that's good. I like what you said. Yes, it's really raised. Like it's not about oh you're beautiful or all of that. I heard all of that already. Just I want you to know me deeper, who I am. Like pull me out, cause I'm hiding myself. I'm hiding behind this face. I'm not showing my face. You're not meeting me. You meeting the other people. You meeting you're not meeting Millie.
Hey, look,
You meet.
man, look, look. You, I've been just a little bit out of her. I already know we meeting a representative. Let's be clear on that. But see,
No,
what I got
not
a
really.
what I got a problem with, I already know we meeting a representative. But see, what I got a problem with, my problem ain't with you, Millie. It was this other bitch that was on here trying to coerce you into being a carpet ligger. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, son.
Fuck all that. That's bullshit. You did? Cause what she needed
T-Dub, we gotta be
some good
respectful.
game.
Dog,
That's
that's
just Ice friend. He invited
yeah,
him.
dog,
Yeah, hey,
that's
listen.
family.
Hey, listen, Just Ice the homie. You know what I'm saying? Just Ice a man too. But I'm talking to this female coming on here trying to, convince this woman and coerce her into being a goddamn lesbian. This woman ain't interested in being no carpet liquor, man. Fuck all that. You did? She likes men. And to be completely honest, the woman that was talking as well, she likes men. She just ain't met a nigga that's thorough enough to get her on the right track. She sitting up here confused and some more shit, man. You can't do nothing with this bitch but sit there and bleed with her once a month and exchange tampons. You know? Fuck all that, man. You know? Get that up out of here. Nah, y'all, we talking about flaking or we trying to set up here and turn this into into the LGBT community. What the fuck, man? Huh? Come on, Professor, you know what it is, man. You know I'm a swing the sword because that's bullshit, man. Let's get that
You
up
see,
out.
you see this guy. I like that. Like he just
Hey,
come here and tell you how he think. He speak his mind.
hey, listen. I was speaking my mind to you the last time, and see the thing about me speaking my mind to you, I'm gonna speak my mind to you and impart my mind in you. Fuck what that bitch talking about. You dig what I'm saying? I wish you was within arm's reach of me right now. You wouldn't dare entertain that bullshit that bitch talking about. And hey, Just Ice, it ain't no disrespect, man, but nah, we ain't doing that, man. Fuck all that. Hey, sweetheart, I'm just looking at your thumbnail. You dig? You way
Yeah.
too beautiful. You got too much to offer the world and all of the men who love beautiful women like yourself in it. You got way too much to offer us than to sit up there and
Thank
be
you.
entertained in that nonsense. And I'm not even talking about sexually. You dig? I think you got a lot of pain down inside of you that certain men know how to touch it and heal it. You know what I mean? You don't need no woman licking on your carpet to do that. You don't need no woman tasting your flesh to do that. Let's be
No,
clear on that, right? Yeah, you know it. You go ahead and
no.
tell her no and cut that bullshit off at the root, off top. Look, I ain't interested in that. You go find you something. You know?
I told her I never fantasize or even see myself being with a woman. Never.
Right on. Right on. You too goddamn pretty. I'm just and I like your accent. Wherever you from,
Thank
you
you.
sound like an islander or something.
Yes, I
Huh?
am. I'm
Yeah,
from Haiti.
you sound
I'm
like it,
Haiti.
man. Where you live at? Why me and you in the flow right now? Where you stay?
I live in Jersey.
You stay in Jersey. Man, you too far from me right now, but I tell you one thing, man, you know, you really, you know what I'm saying? You really need to stay on that track you was on, you know. I heard a little something Lawrence told you. You know, Lawrence had you kicking. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence had you halfway open. And
Oh,
then we then
I'm telling you, like I speak with two men on that chat, and I really felt something just I felt something just lift up when I spoke about my childhood, because I've never ever have anybody question me anything. It's always about simple conversation, because I know I am a deep person. I'm very open, but it's really take a special person to understand and to bring that out of me. And for
right.
these two men who bring that out of me, it's really I'm like, oh my God, like that's huge, because
But
I'm not the
see,
type of person to open up.
let let me explain something to you real quick, you know.
Yeah,
So that dark side that Lawrence was touching, and I think Mr. Freeport was explaining to you, you know, a man and only a man has the light to shine on that dark side to help you heal that part of yourself so you could become your best you.
yeah.
You understand? Ain't no bitch got that.
No,
You
I can't
dig?
do no.
Ain't
Yeah,
ain't no bitch got that.
I know who I am. I'm always I have male energy in me, and I have female energy in me. I have both, because I'm very strong.
Right.
It takes a real man to touch that, to just like make me sweet, and I'm just like a lion.
Yeah. But
But
you a vessel as well. You understand what I'm saying? You a vessel as well. And the thing that you
yeah,
need, like them brothers was trying to explain to you, I believe that's the tip that they was on. You need light
yeah,
shined on that part of who you are so you can identify it and so you can get on that road to healing. And like I said,
yes,
you know, it's the quicker you can identify those issues and accept the fact that hey, I've been to this dark place in my life, but that don't necessarily have to define me for the
yeah,
rest of my life or the remainder
Yeah.
of my life. You dig what I'm saying? But you
Yes.
need to be holding a man's hand, and that man need to be in front of you guiding the way. Don't no bitch need to be doing that. I just want to
No.
make that clear to you. Okay? Real
Yeah.
talk. And I don't give a damn if that man is me. I don't care if that man is Ivy. I don't care if that man is the professor. I really, from the sound of what I heard, sound like to me you was really feeling LDA. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence got some game. Lawrence had you all the way open. You dig what I'm saying? But that's what you need. You don't need
Yeah.
no female. You know what I
No.
mean? That
And I
motherfucker
don't
gonna be
need and
just
I don't need no and I don't need no man who act like a female who just
that. You goddamn right. You don't need
I
no
don't need
girly
no
men.
weak,
That's right,
no
cause
weak male.
and it's
I
plenty of
can't.
that bullshit on YouTube too. So you
Yes,
stay the fuck from over there.
yes, I've been with male that I just felt like I was the one who was in control. I felt
That's
like I
right.
was the one who was more like strong, and I hated it. I'm like, oh my god, no, that's not the relationship I need. I want
No,
somebody.
that's not what any woman needs, sweetheart. No woman needs that. Not you or any other woman. Not none of your friends or none of your sisters. Not your mom or your grandma. None of them need
Yeah.
that. All of them need a man. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You need a man. You need somebody that got principles. You need somebody that got some principles that they can teach you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yes.
you need
That's
somebody
exactly.
that you
Teach
respect
me.
enough. You need somebody that you can respect enough where you want to look at that man every day and reflect who he is. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
And see them relationships you done had in the past, the reason that you've always felt like that, discontent, unhappy, not fulfilled, is because you wasn't
Yes.
really with men. There's a
Yep.
lot of males
Felt
out here that
always
are really females inside. You got plenty of these bitch ass niggas on YouTube.
felt
So
disconnected.
yeah,
Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, am I in a relationship or am I still single? I'll be questioning
you
myself if
you
I'm
you
still.
single, and you really need this game. You know what I'm saying? You've been single for a long time from the sound of it to me. You
Yes.
know, you've been single for a long time based
For
on what
like
I'm hearing.
five
You
years
know,
now.
yeah, and man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You turning me the fuck on with this accent, man. You know what I mean? I'm really feeling this accent, man. You got me over here wondering how good of a cook you are. You know, straight up.
Oh, thank you.
Because I be having more on my mind than just sex. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful face, but man, I love to really sit here and talk to you in private. You know what I mean? Really, really open your mind up to some things. Really drop some jewels in your head. You know what I'm saying? Really show you your potential. Cause can't no bitch do that. I'm sorry. That bitch can lick the back of your knees, your toes, your asshole, or whatever she want to do. She can't do nothing a man can do. That bitch can go get a 20-inch dildo from the sex store, and she still ain't gonna feel like I'ma feel to you. I got warm
No,
blood running through my veins, not batteries. I ain't battery operated. Know what I'm saying?
you're right about that. I
I
I
know
met I
I'm
met
right.
I met
Shit, I know I'm right. I need you to understand I'm right. That's all. You go
but
ahead though, man, because I think the nigga you really feeling is Lawrence though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all don't know what y'all.
Let LDA. She just one bit of this heated it up, man. Let LDA come on real quick.
I'm not going to say anything else. This has been very entertaining, but it's mostly been important that I'm glad you came on, C-Dub. Much respect to you, man, because you just said you said a whole lot right there that I think went over a lot of guys' heads. I don't want to rehash what you said because you're right on the money with it. One thing I would say is this. I hope they go back and listen to everything that's said on this drop on this panel. Because if you just take just what was said here, every interaction that took place, you would take your game, your interaction with yourself, with others, and with females to another level. Most guys just hear this, oh, this is entertainment. Oh my God. No, there's so much compact in this that would take you to another level. Every person's response, questions, and everything can be dissected and applied to your life to make you a better man. So I hope they really pay attention what was said. I'm not going to go in how I knew about the knife and all that kind of stuff. That's something else I'm into. But I will say,
there's something that I was very shocked when you said that.
I know. I know. I don't want to talk about that. So, but back to what C Dub is saying, he was right on the money. Professor McTowell, I like what I'm saying. I feel like I'm saying something, but Professor, what you question, that's another thing guys miss. They don't ask the right questions to get the right responses, so they guess and assume without asking the right questions. So he was the digger with the right shovel to pull out the hidden things that were buried with the right questions. Some guys miss that because they're only focused on just getting in between their legs. See, when you do it, when you go about it the right way, you get more than what's in her legs. You get her sold. Can I hear Titanic in the background?
Jack Dawson.
There you go.
Oh shit.
So
Jack
I'm saying that for a reason because I really want these guys to really understand. See, even though we were talking, there was lessons being given there. We can take this and chop this up and actually talk for you for a whole month on just what was shared here. The questions Red Pill asked when Eddie Fuse came in, what he said. Do you understand what he was doing? Do you understand when Shay was coming in?
He came and changed the mood. He came and he was control everything, and I was listening. And for him to speak and there was no voice, like no one was responding back, that's like, oh my God, he just control everything about, like he closed the conversation.
So I mean, okay, so what you want to do? Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm really not a bullshit at all. You dig? I'm really not a bullshit at all. So you know, I feel like I would be doing you a disservice if I allowed you to get off of this live right now and didn't connect with either Afi Kingdom, Lawrence D. Adams, or myself. Real talk. And I'm gonna tell you something, sweetheart. I don't even want no sex from you. I'll put that on the table right now. I could show you something completely different. You dig? Yeah, that way. That way. The long way. I can show you something completely different. Let me put that on the table right now. CD don't want no sex from you. I can sustain longer than you, I bet. Huh? Talk to me. I'm gonna talk back.
I'm just listening.
Yeah, you thinking about it, ain't you?
She ain't never heard that before.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I don't do the social media. You're not about to find me on Twitter and Instagram smiling and cheesing like some of these, you know, none of that. You dig? I could drop my information in the chat right now. You take a look at it, you jot it down, you give me a call later on, and we could talk. And more so than that, I can let you talk to some other individuals who are with me now who could tell you how content they are with me. And they bleed once a month just like you, sweetheart. You know, I could give you some testimonials if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you got some free time, I might can get you out here to the city I'm in right now, just depending on your schedule.
Where you at right now?
I'm in Las Vegas right now. Vegas Strip, MGM Grand, 13th floor. Got a beautiful view. huh? And some chill red wine, and some cognac in the freezer. Yeah, you think about that. I'm gonna shut my mouth and let you think about that.
Shout out to Ramil and Steph for the super chats.
Talk that shit, C-Dub.
Huh?
You know.
I'm gonna give you some testimonials. I ain't gonna let you just hear me running my big fucking mouth. I'm gonna let you talk to some females, and I'm gonna see what they can persuade you to do, depending on your schedule. Because I just think you got that island voice, man. I like the way them girls cook over there.
I I I like that. You
Yeah,
really kept me interested. I'm interesting.
yeah.
I want to know. I want to know about you.
That's wonderful. And once you know about me too, you gonna really understand why I'm saying this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. That's the reason why I want to know why are you saying all of this?
right on.
What do you know?
I know I got some information that can change your life. I know I can sit across the table from you without worrying about how nice your titties are sitting up, or how nice your legs are, or how firm your ass is, or how flat your stomach may be. You know what I'm saying? I know I could put aside all that momentarily, you know what I'm saying, to really share some things with you to help you elevate yourself in life. I know I could do that. Like I said, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let you just chew on that for a minute. If you want the information, I could get that information to you with no problem.
Just have Afi slide to your number. She'll call you. Just let
There,
Afi slide to your number. Afi got to connect. And just call him.
there
She'll
you
call
go.
you.
I'm,
Just
you
just
know,
Afi,
I'm
give her the
just
number, Afi.
there. You
Slide
go.
him on through.
You already connected, and we still gonna drink the wine too. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right on. Cause see, what I'm saying is this. It ain't just me. All these brothers on this panel, I fuck with these guys, and every one of these dudes, in my opinion, these are men over here. And one of the reasons that I had such a problem with the young lady before, I don't know who she is. I just didn't like the things that she was saying, and I didn't like the spirit behind the things that she was saying. You dig what I'm saying? But every one of the guys on this panel, these are men. you know. So in my humble opinion, I think you'd be blessed to have any one of these brothers in a position where they can speak truth into your life. But if
And
you
let me tell you, I know in this panel there's a lot of real men in this panel because I've never been around real men, because I'm always the one who's controlling, like I said. For me to open up and talk about my childhood, because I'm never ever questioning about my past. Never. You meet who we meet. You wanna speak? Probably I'm not gonna be 100% honest. And for me to be honest in this panel, that makes me feel like, oh my God, this is different.
right,
This is the energy that I'm looking for. That's where I belong. That's the type of energy that I'm belong, that I know I see myself. Because the reason why I'm always protecting myself when I go outside is because I know there's not a lot of people in the world like me, and I'm very overprotective over myself, because mentally, physically, I never met anybody I can like having a conversation, like deep conversation with. But for me to have that conversation in this panel, like, that's a different world.
well, good. I'm glad you
And thank
enjoy
you.
yourself. I chimed in a little late, man. I just came from outside, but you know,
And
uh,
I see
I,
that. I'm like, who is that guy? Like, you just came and start engaged. I'm like, oh, whoa, what's going on?
yeah, I mean, my brothers on here who, they hear me talking, they already know what's up with me. I came on here strictly to attack that bullshit that
Yes,
was trying to attack you. You dig?
yeah,
That's
yes.
nonsense. You know, That's nonsense. That woman needs the same thing that you need. Make no mistake about it. And I don't mean no disrespect to her if she's still listening, but that young lady needs the same thing that you need. You know what I'm saying? She need these lessons too that'll massage her mind and change her goddamn life. She need the same thing. She just don't realize she need it. She sitting over there right now, you know what I'm saying, probably eating on some nachos or some, some Doritos or whatever she munching on, sitting up here really then convinced herself that she's attracted to women. No, she's not. No, she's not. And you ain't gotta have been raped or molested or all that other stuff she says she ain't never experienced. But there's something going on in her mind that's affecting her spirit that's perverted. You understand? And
Yeah.
it's causing her to believe that she really desires a woman.
And what I couldn't understand is when she said she has sex with men when she's bored.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I can never say that. I can never say that I have sex with women when I'm bored because I'm not interested in women. I never fantasize or even think if I'm bored, I'm just gonna have sex with a woman because
Let
it
me let
doesn't
me
make
tell
any
you something
sense
right
to me.
quick. A woman who likes men and who is never engaged in a homosexual or lesbian relationship with another woman, if she has recreational sex with men, okay, even if she has
Hmm.
never engaged sexually with a woman, she's already damaged. Okay, this is a woman who's admitted to being a lesbian, and obviously from her tone and the disposition that she took earlier, she obviously is the butch in the situation, based on what I heard. Okay, so for her to sit there and say that she has sex out of boredom, which is just recreational, she just do the shit for kicks. That tells me right there how emotionally damaged she already is, which is exactly why she need this game.
That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's when I'm bored because I don't have sex
Right.
when I'm bored.
Nah, you
I
want to
don't.
have sex to enjoy yourself. You want to have
Yes.
sex to bond with a man that you respect and you care about.
Yes.
She wasn't
I
doing nothing but
don't.
lying to herself. She don't have sex with men when she bored. She have sex when she want to feel like a woman again. That's just the
You
excuse she used.
thank you, Eddie.
She was just
Thank
Yeah.
lying.
you.
I've been trying to break the shit up the whole time, but they wanted to hear that bullshit. No offense to the panel. That shit was some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. Straight up whack. Bitch, you can't sit up here and tell me that anything you can go in the toy store and buy and have to put some AA batteries in the motherfucker gonna replace me with warm blood running through my body. You ain't about to tell me that, man. You ain't about to tell me that battery operated toy is gonna whisper in your ear when he's on top of you and stimulate all those things deep inside that can also, while having sex, it can also do some healing. That's what she don't realize.
And
Sex can also heal some of those things that are plaguing her right now.
I did a 3 hour class on it. Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Huh?
And it's more than just the. I said I did a 3 hour class on it. It's more than just the warm blood. It's the electricity vibrating down your spine that's connected directly to your penis. That's connecting with it too.
And that's
So
real
it's
talk.
but that's a whole nother panel.
You know, real
I did a whole
talk.
3 hour class on it.
I'm gonna tell you something else, Millie. These
Yes.
niggas be enjoy, and I enjoy it as well. A man loves getting his dick sucked. Okay, but see, I like sharing. I like giving a woman brain too, and I ain't talking about eating no pussy. I'm talking about really depositing who I am, my spirit, my essence into you, where I look at you and I grow to love you based on how you're reflecting me every day we spend
Mm.
together, every conversation we have together. You understand what I'm saying? Every time that I give you a jewel and you accept that.
And that's what I like.
I know it's what you like. It's what every woman like. You ain't no
Yeah.
different than the next woman. You know, it's just you the woman whose attention I have right now. I know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. I just need
I
you to
like
feel me.
time. I
Huh?
do like time. I love time. I like time. Like
Right
everything is
on.
time.
Right on. And I bet you really love the attention that a man pays to you too. And I'm a very meticulous man. Ain't nothing
Yes,
gonna
I
go
do.
unnoticed if you up under me. You understand? I'ma know when you're hurting.
And I like a man who study, who know how to studying me. I like
That's
that. I like a man who can define, like who can define me. I can say that. Like not really know me, but can study who I am. Like
right
know
on.
me.
Right on. Right on.
Because I don't want to be with a stranger. I don't want to be with someone I'm just like sharing my body and don't even know me in a deeper level.
And that's why I'm saying, sweetheart, I can
Yeah.
hold off on the sexual aspect because what I'm ultimately wanting you to do is reflect myself. I love me. You dig what I'm saying? I love who
Yeah.
I am. And if I can impart enough of who I am into you, and you can begin to reflect who I am, right? I'm
Yeah.
already in love with myself. I ain't gonna
I'm the
help but
same
love
right.
you. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just,
Understand.
just the tone of that, yes. Okay, we're gonna have an offline chat. Yeah, that was enough.
I I
You beating the
I
horse
cannot
now.
believe it's 1:52 a.m.
Yeah, before we go, let me leave you with something, Millie.
Yes.
Just because we about to wrap this up to elevate you a bit. I want to give you a little bit of historical knowledge, spiritual game.
Yeah.
Back in the
Hmm.
history, Moses was a Levite, and according to the scriptures, the Levite are Haitians. Are you aware of this?
Hmm.
Are you aware of
Yeah,
that?
I'm aware of that. Hmm.
Okay. So when you say you want to go back to who you were in Haiti, the woman you were, you know what I'm saying, your past, I want you to also
Yeah.
to connect on your spiritual aspect. Work on connecting on your spiritual aspect. Understand the greatness you are as a Haitian woman. Because as a
Yeah.
Haitian man, I know I'm great because we come from the same seed of Moses. We're
Yes.
very spiritually minded, a lot of spiritual knowledge, a lot
Right.
of spiritual wisdom. So as you evolve and you work on your traumas and you go back to your childhood and reflect upon what happened to you in Haiti, I also want you to reflect upon the spiritual strength, the history, the wisdom, the greatness that's in the soil of the land of Haiti, and understand that's you. So when you move forward, you should be elevating spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and sexually,
Wow.
all across the board. All right, just know where you're coming from, and I'm just telling you from a fellow Haitian sister. I want to see you evolve. All right, so just keep
Wow.
that in
Thank
mind. You
you.
come from greatness.
Thank you.
For sure.
So, any last words, Eddie? Eddie Smooth.
He's here.
Hey, RPC, this the quietest I ever heard you. Usually you popping in. Hey yo, hey yo.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I ain't wanna be talking over nobody tonight, man. I'm gonna let everybody rock, man. It was a pretty good show, man. I was actually enjoying everything I was hearing, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just funny how
Yeah.
you oh shit. Um, well, see, Doug, any last words? We are the other play is already. We don't even have to do that. It's already you feel.
Yes.
So that's already that. So other than that, see, Doug. See, y'all
Nah.
Thanks.
just gotta realize when the deal is closed. That's just some more free games. A lot of times y'all still to deal with women and won't shut the fuck up, and then it'll go left, and then you'll be wondering why. Well, because you sold the car was already sold, and you kept talking, kept trying to tell her about the features and shit. Now she don't want the fucking car no more. I'm just saying. Sometimes the deal was you already got it. You had the deal set 1,000 words ago. I'm just telling y'all, man, because the time when y'all deal with these women, the deal is already sold, and the reason why you didn't fuck is because you talked yourself out of it. Talk yourself out of it.
Overselling.
What'd you say, Ramil?
Overselling.
Facts. Overselling, man. You know?
That's true, because men talk themselves out of pussy the same way women talk themselves out of marriage.
Say that.
Women talk themselves out of marriage at a higher rate than men talk themselves out of pussy. That's why we got hella babies, but we got very few marriages.
Hey, that man. See now, I want to touch on that real quick. See, I'm writing a book on this shit, man. The book that I'm writing is 12 Keys to a Ring, man. So I'm gonna teach you ladies, basically how to see. Have you? This is matter of fact. I'm gonna give you my commercial, ladies. Have you been tired of being fucked on and pumped and dumped? Well, now the answer is Nafi Kingdom's first premiere book, 12 Steps to a Ring. He will teach you 12 steps in order to find that man and make him put a ring on it. So that's coming soon, man. That's coming soon. Cause for real, it's like even men usually fall for the same type of shit. So everything is gonna be wrapped up in the bottle, man. And for the women who's listening or gonna listen or really gonna tell your friends, man. Tell your friends and pass it along. Because like I said, there's all women. I mean, I'm speaking for men, not simp dudes, because simp dudes, they don't give a you look cool, they wifing you. But I'm talking about men with standards, and then more particular, men with options. Because what you got to realize, what women got to realize is men that they think that are catches, other women think the same shit too. So what separates you from the few? And then on that note, man, peace to you guys, man. Hey, real quick, T-Dub, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Okay. Yep. Kingdom Consulting Firm. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation, follow all of us on Instagram. Mine personally is Dominance and Mindset and Raw Game. Professor MGTOW on Instagram. Red Pill Shahovness on Instagram. Ramil on Instagram. All our Instagrams is our names. You know what I'm saying?
Besides mine though, for me is Mr. Freeport.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Freeport. Yeah, and you guys spam your channels real quick, because when we get off this shit, they're gonna fucking ask me, who was the third guy who fucking talked? I don't know. He was on this bitch for 3 hours. I don't remember. So y'all feel free, spam your channels and subscribe to everybody. Everybody on here should be subscribed to everybody. Millie, you did an excellent job. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tap you in on the
Thank you. The only problem is I can't see the shots. I can only speak. I can't read any shots, any message.
There's no more $5 left on the but there's $10 slots left, bro. You didn't got $10 worth of game already, man. This is y'all lucky, man. These audio books and these webinars y'all getting, y'all need to be paying $20 to get in this bitch. Learn.
Hey, hey, Alfie.
You got to get on the 10, Dre Raphael. Sorry, yeah, it is sold out. So you got to get on the 10, brother. That's gonna be sold out too. Then you gonna have to get on the 20. Say, hey, man.
Hey, Alfie.
What's up, C-Dub?
I just got a question, man. I think I see a an unfamiliar face, man. The brother with the red cap on.
Oh, that's that. Oh, wait, well, go ahead, Ramil. Go ahead and tell them about yourself.
What's going on, bro? It's my name Ramil. Been on YouTube on and off for a few years. Your name C-Dub?
That's right.
Yeah, you got a channel as well?
Nah, bro, I don't do the YouTube thing at all, man. I just fuck with Alfie, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
You doing too many, Dre Raphael, but you're not getting level finesse game on the other ones you pledged to, fam. You got to unpledge and repledge, man. You're not getting an extra level finesse game with 10 cats and 2 women. Come on now. You just getting dating advice. This is boss game over there. Go unsubscribe somebody and get to the real boss shit, man. I'm just saying.
Well, hey, brother, you're Ramil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought I saw earlier in the comments. I'm not sure who you were referring to, but I think you said something about, or you asked a question, something to the effect of, do this nigga got references? Were you talking about me?
Yeah, I was making a joke because you said, "Oh, girl," you said you're gonna have girls call her or something, and I was making a joke about you having references. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, no, I
It's
wasn't joking
lighthearted.
at all, brother.
Yeah, I know you wasn't joking, but it was just a lighthearted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't do too much joking at all, bro. I'm 40 years old. You did. I just needed to see where you was coming from. But if it
No,
was
no,
all
it
good,
wasn't
clean
disrespect.
fun, then I get you.
No, no, I wasn't disrespecting, nothing like that.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right.
See, Doug, chill. You got your down gang division shirt on, man. You see, we
Mhm.
good.
Nah, shout out to Steph Clean
I
Kits.
see.
My boy
I
Steph
see.
though. Steph is the Dom
I see
gang.
someone. I see William Jolie Bay asks, "What's my zodiac?"
Yeah, what is it?
I'm an Aries.
An Aries.
Oh shit, I'm an Aries.
Yes,
I already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
what it is.
Real passionate.
It's 11 o'clock.
So,
Maybe if y'all want to stay for the after party, we will probably talk a little bit offline. But if y'all got to go get in bed, it's what, 2 in the morning. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But we gonna end this stream, man. Join the Patreon. Subscribe to everybody on the channel and then everybody's Instagram. C. Douglas don't have a channel. This is his channel, so you already subscribed to his channel because you on this channel. Peace.
he's out.